Seed.
And we
bitch.
are live.
Seed,
Welcome in,
baby.
everybody. How are you today? I hope you guys are freaking excited because I am super excited. This will be one heck of a matchup. We've got three really amazing competitors here and a very glorious
Except me.
looking co-commentator. I hope you guys again are ready for this. This is going to be a blast. So, in the number one spot for the Rando tournament qualifiers, we do have Mr. Hooser up in the top left. Please say hello, Mr. Hooser.
I'd like to use this time to greatly express my condemnation towards Ginger for not giving me his seed, even though I've been
Wow.
begging.
I will give you my
But
seed when the time is right, okay?
welcome in, welcome in, guys. Happy to be here.
All right, and then we've got, I believe he was the number 6. It was number 6, right? Let me
Number
double
5,
check.
same thing though.
Five.
It's
He
either
was,
first or
yeah,
last, you know?
he was number 5 on the standings after the qualifiers. We've got Lazy Helios, if you can say hi.
Hi everyone.
And then we do have number 9 on the qualifiers, Mr. Chris Crass. Please say hello, sir. You've got some tough
Guys, I'm so
competition
fucking
today.
I'm so cooked.
I think you'll do fine, Chris. You are a very strong competitor yourself. Again, the way the matchups were chosen is so 1, 5, and 9 equal out to 15, and 2, 6, 7 equal out to 15, as 3, 4, 8 also equals out to 15. So it is the most equal in overall ranking amongst the players. So yeah, this is going to be good. I'm excited for it. And then we have also got the amazing with the glorious hair, Mr. Rambler. Please introduce yourself. Say hello as well.
Hello. I expect to see a very good race from the three of them. Although Hooser is actually not the record holder anymore, but I think he will come through. And Helios is very lazy. He still doesn't have the stream up. And I am actually going to root for Chris this one.
Wait, I do have my stream up.
I'm about to do Soldier of Godric only 0 great runes to take the record
You're
back.
the last. You're the last, Helios. You're the last
I
to get
have
it.
given the players my seed so they can stop complaining. They all now have the ginger seed.
It's good seed. It's good seed.
It's good seed. It's good seed.
It's good seed. I can attest that.
So Ginger, can you tell us where the great runes are?
Yeah, they're in the lands between.
Okay.
I
They're
hope
very
that
close
helps.
to each other.
Useful
You only
information.
need
You
one
didn't see
man.
the stream, Jamesy? Oh yeah, that's because I haven't turned on Elden Ring yet. We need a seed for the rando race to start.
We
actually.
just got
I
the
put it
seed.
in, Chris. You need to pay attention.
Ginger.
Yeah, I know. I'm explaining to my goddamn chat. I thought
Chris,
I muted
Chris.
myself. God damn it.
Chris, Ginger just shot out his seed all over us in the chat, and you're not on it. Come
Who's
on.
what are you talking about, bro?
Jesus.
It's 11
Who's
p.m.
calm
for me right now,
down?
man. I
Who's
don't
just
need
a
to hear
little
this
too
shit,
excited
bro.
right now?
Chris
Oh
is
my
a seed
God.
dodger confirmed.
Yeah.
Seed dodger? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Worst
right.
type
That's
of
right.
person.
Hooser is ready with his war
Yeah,
paint.
listen,
He
man.
has done his prayers and he has also done his hype up.
Yeah,
Hooser,
we
if
had
you
it.
want to give us just a quick little example of your hype up for the rest of
Oh,
chat
well,
to see.
I mean, I can't do it again. Look, we had the great coach, we had the great Alabama coach Nick Saban, come
You
in
do,
and give us a
Dander.
little pregame talk, and got the boys fired up, and we're ready to go and ready to execute and dominate for 60 minutes, just like Coach Saban said.
Guys, I'm having a
60
weird
minutes.
issue that every time I open up like the import options on my rando, the rando is like not responding anymore.
That is weird.
I'll try to figure it out, but
We did have that problem yesterday.
Maybe try loading up
and-
the game regular.
No, what solved it was loading a previous Rainbow settings, and then you put the seed in.
no. As soon as I like hit import options file and the like pop-up shows up, it stops responding.
Yeah, try a different one. Try a different setting.
Well, no,
options.
he can't click any options because he tries
Yeah.
to. So I
That's
would
weird.
randomize a new seed and then click import. Maybe try that.
Okay. I'll try that.
Nope, Spartan. Amanda got it technically. Actually, yeah, if it hasn't been redeemed, I guess I guess you will be if you Amanda, Dander, Valkyrie, Spartan, how is everybody doing today? I hope that you guys are ready for some very serious competition. I know my players are. I know they're excited for it. Rambler is a great co-commentator. I've seen him commentate in Bingo many times, so I think you guys are in for a treat with having him here.
Yeah, I'm very
Yeah.
sad I can't listen to the commentary.
Yeah, the problem is I am very bad at random races compared to bingo. I'm very bad. So let's see if the commentating is better. I'm gonna say I don't know who's going to win this one. It's a
It's
very
anyone's
strong
game.
slate.
Anyone's
It's a
game.
very strong slate. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All three of these competitors are very strong competitors. I've played many matches with all of them. It's gonna be a very fun and interesting match to watch.
Vagabond has Black Knife and Dragon Claw Great Hammer thingy.
Yes, sir. Yep, both of you are good. Helios, are you? Did you
Nope,
fix your
it's still
issue?
not working.
Um,
Uh,
is there a way to re-download it or maybe restart your PC? I'm not sure.
I
I've
can
not
stop
encountered
streaming
Chris
this
and
issue.
1v1.
try
Chris,
to
let's
restart my
1v1.
PC.
You
Uh,
could stop streaming for a second. I don't know how good your computer is. Maybe that's has something to do with it. I don't know.
my PC is really good, so
Okay, then that
I'll
shouldn't
I'll
be
try.
that shouldn't be an issue then.
Yeah,
if you-
no, that should not be an issue.
I think I was slightly getting you confused with Aggie because I know Aggie's computer is a potato.
What
Aggie
do I
the
try
Saggy.
first? I'll try downloading Rando again, I guess.
You need to make sure it's still the Alpha 8 version
Right.
because I have yet to download the new version.
Yeah, not 8B.
Yeah.
Needs to be 8 playing.
Sorry, guys. We
No.
do have a slight delay in start time today because Helios's randomizer is having some unforeseen issues.
It
Yeah,
should go against his time.
Hooser
It should
is
go against
flashing
his
us
time.
his characters.
It should go against his finishing time.
Hooser trying to look for any opportunity to gain a lead as he can.
Yeah. Helios's PC is cringe. Time loss.
In the meantime, does Chris have the same?
Yes, Chris and Hooser do have the same starting classes. I have confirmed both of them.
I'm gonna
Yes.
try ending my stream and restarting my PC. So,
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Chris, you are welcome to look
BRB.
at all the classes and figure out everything you want to figure out if you have not already.
Thank you, dude. I think I'm done though.
Okay. All right, so we do have a slight delay until Helios gets back. He is going to restart his PC. Is there anything that you guys are specifically looking for in this rando race? What is your hopes as for
Millennia.
weapons, boss
Millennia.
placements, things of those nature?
I want 6 Millennias.
Hooser is
interesting
always
thing.
yeah. Go ahead.
I
Randall.
want 6 pube knights.
Yeah, one interesting thing. I talked to all 3 of them, and all 3 of them want hard bosses.
Yeah.
Like they
I
want.
just
wait, you
don't.
know what I
The
want?
number one thing I don't want is the NPC.
NPC
bastards.
bosses. I want 6 NPC bosses in a row.
I wonder who is the real
Give me that
hard
shit,
boss, Malenia
that.
or the Red Bear? Malenia
The Red Bear's
or
not. The Red Bear's the
Rakshasa?
least scary one. It's Rakshasa. It's the Dancer Rakshasa and the Solitude Knight.
Dude, the dancer ain't shit, bro. Come on.
We need.
Chris, I hope you die 6 times with the Dancer.
need to let me solo.
Dude, just stay at the end of her combo and then tap her in the face. That's it. She
We need to
spins
let
at you
me
very
solo
slowly.
her for Rakshasa.
The
apparently.
end of her combo, doesn't her combo go on for like freaking ever?
Ever. Yes.
Like,
Yeah,
you know what, Chris?
like,
You want to
yes,
wait until
you
the end of her
confuse it.
combos?
Hmm.
It works. Strategy works. Come on.
What did Helios just say?
Shut down screen for 40 seconds. So it's the PC that is probably acting up.
Yeah, it must be. If it's taking that long, then for sure. Excuse me, y'all. Yeah. Weapon wise, what are you guys looking for? What kind of weapons are you hoping for?
Something that's
Maybe
cringe so
something with a
Helios
really good
doesn't
Asher
use it.
4.
You both were talking at the same time.
I said something that's cringe because Helios won't use it because it's cringe.
Okay.
And then I will use it.
And you, Chris?
Alabaster.
Alabastus.
Alabaster.
That is one of Hoozer's
Alabaster.
actually that is Hoozer's all-time favorite rando weapon. So are you sure about that?
Eh, who knows? I want to
Well, the
like either
whole
alabasters or something with like with a skill you could spam over and over again. That would be
Okay.
great.
the hope is Chris finds it and Hooser doesn't, right? Like that's the hope.
Yes, that is the hope. Yeah, you're right. It'll be very interesting because all three of these players typically do different things. So we'll probably see quite the difference in routing and how they go about each boss. I'm really excited for it.
Yes. Yeah, I like to see the pathing.
Yeah. The pathing
And
is always really interesting when you look at these players and how they decide to do things. I have watched a few of Hoozer's rando races to try to get better myself. Just giving a little bit of credit here to Hoozer, he is one of the best rando racers that I have seen. He does currently hold the server record in Zero Scratch for the quickest time to complete a rando race. So it'll be very, very interesting to see how Chris and Helios adapt to Hoozer's gameplay and see if they can capitalize on potential mistakes by Hooser.
yeah, I
Obviously,
think
they're not going to
the
know about these mistakes, but still.
sure. Yeah, I think the main thing is like you need to have like a typical route and be able to change it on the fly depending on what happens, right?
Yep.
So, say you find a great rune right out of the bat on Academy Key or in Build Sword Key, you need to be able to like, okay, now everybody's going to have one at least like from the beginning. So maybe I need to change and be more aggressive, or actually just like focus on trying to get the upgrade materials and the weapons set up for the late game,
Yep.
and make sure that you have a time advantage after you get to the late part.
Yep.
So let's see. I am excited to see the differences in pathing. Obviously, it's better when the great runes are kind of hidden, right? So because then the pathing becomes very very different. Like
Yeah, when they have to
when
explore a little bit more.
yeah when there's like one at Radon and one at Red Wolf, it's kind of like easy, right? It's
Yep. Yep.
very easy
And
to get the capital.
and that is one thing about these seeds. With the qualifiers, I did handpick the seeds, so I knew where all the great runes were. I knew where a lot of the stuff was. So I kind of had a little bit more control over picking that and deciding that, and that was just for the qualifiers. But with these actual matches, I know nothing. The only thing I know is Moog Boss, and that is because I have to go in and die to the Moog Boss to see if it's going to crash, because there has been an issue with crashing at the Moog boss. A lot of people have experienced it, and a lot of seeds where we go in, and if you die to Moog, you end up infinite crashing outside of his arena, which is quite an issue. And so, as to alleviate that as much as possible, I do go and check every seed to make sure that the Moog boss doesn't crash, the Raya Lucaria doesn't crash on the elevator, and also the imbued sword key and the big moose do not crash, because those are common crash locations that I'm trying to alleviate as much as possible.
Yeah, and it can be devastating. Like I
Mm-hmm.
remember a race where I went to Moose, the Regal ancestor. It had a great rune, but I could not access it, so that's why like I had a much worse time because of that.
Yep. Well,
And Academy is even more devastating because it's the potential path to say 10
yep.
checks
Yeah.
total.
Yeah.
Like so, yeah.
Just the other night, actually, Rambler and Chris and we all decided to do a rando race, and um, just before what was it? It was at Moog. Like the mode kept crashing on us, and I think you both were able to somehow get out of it, but for some reason I just could not get out of it no matter what I did, and so I ended up having to forfeit the race because I just could not get out of the infinite crash. I do have a first-time chatter saying that if you quit out just before the crashes, it bypasses it. I have attempted that a few times. Sometimes I think it might work, but I think for the most part it's a rendering into a new area, and so it tends to cause some issues. So it's potential. But to alleviate any real issue of that music, Melon, or would you like me to call you Fifth or Melon or Music? Either way, I have checked all those locations just to be safe. They have not crashed for me, so the hopes is that they also will not crash for the players as well.
Yeah, there are some differences. Like in that same seed, I could not even see Moog. Like as soon as I entered
Okay.
the arena, the game crashed.
Okay, Helios is in the call. He does have the correct seed, so we are good
Nice.
on that front. Players, whenever you are ready, please take your time, Helios. You have not had nearly as much time to look at it as they have. So please, by all means, whenever you're ready, click finish, hover over yes, and then we can go ahead and begin this. By the way, Mello says that that is actually something that Fifth Matt said is right before the common crash location, just save and quit out, and that should potentially fix it. So it's good to know that the Fifth Matt is aware of these common crash locations. And I know at least with Ancestor Moose, there was a fix that he said that it just completely fixed it. I have not seen Moose crash in a very long time, but I still check it just in case. Oh, you're good,
Yeah, me
Dino.
neither.
Who's Hammer says, get good, get to good, yeah, scrub. Yeah.
I'm good
But
to start.
we are good
Wait,
to start.
isn't Hammer still living in like
Oh, crap,
2012
alright.
and still playing Dark Souls 1?
Ooh, oh snap. Okay, if Helios and Chris can please click finish and hover over yes, I will then
Well,
give you guys a countdown, and then I will need a few seconds, Rambler, before we start talking about the game to deafen all of them. I am not going to mute you guys, but please do not deafen yourselves, just in case for some reason I need to undeafen you. I will deafen, and you guys can mute yourself, but Chris, Chris, you can
That's
go
okay.
ahead.
Easy shag, dude.
Yeah, go ahead and delete that character. Start a new one. We'll.
So do I mute
Time
myself?
penalty, time penalty, time penalty, time penalty, time penalty, time penalty.
Shut the hell up!
No, you don't need to mute. You could, yeah, you. I would prefer you guys to mute yourself. I can server mute you as well, but I will be server deafening. So as long as you do not deafen yourselves, we are good.
All right.
Remember to reset live split.
Yeah, reset your live split, Chris.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
It should
and
auto
if the
reset.
players are all ready, if the viewers are all ready, we can begin matchup number 2. Again, we have Hooser versus Helios versus Chris Crass in a rando race. The goal is to achieve 2 great runes to get to the capital, 4 great runes to get into mountaintop, and then from there it is a boss rush all the way to the end of the game. And the first person to get there and mend the rune and then quit out in the round table will be the winner today. So let's see how they all do. Guys, if you are ready, 3, 2, 1, good luck, have fun. And then I am going to go ahead and deafen them. All right, they are all deafened.
Nice. Now they cannot hear us bad talking them.
Yes.
That's the goal of this whole thing. Like it's to badmouth them for 2 hours. All right. Yeah, Hooser is already pumped up because he
Yep.
got a sub 6-second door without. And I mean,
Oh.
those things can matter. Like there was a race where he got 11 seconds on Helios.
My live split.
All right. We have
Why is it not starting?
Grafted Worm as the first boss.
Sorry, y'all. I am trying to get my live split working. I don't know.
And it's
Why
going
is
to be
it?
different anyway, right? It's going to be different.
Yeah, it's gonna
So
be a little bit different. I would have.
we do have the field of view glitch kinda mechanic happening right now. So we know that Shadow Tree Avatar is in the area. Maybe it's Tree Sentinel, maybe it's a different field boss. But it should not be a problem. Actually, some players do prefer the more detached camera. Oh, right there. Shadow Tree
Oh yeah,
Avatar
right off the
is
bat.
Tree Sentinel. It is a boss that it's not hard, but it can be time consuming depending on where and when you face it, because it's three phases. Imagine having that as like right card, and then there is another second phase. But I believe those bosses are not allowed, right? To be in two phase
I
fights.
believe so. So like certain bosses, I believe Skadutri, and I know for a fact Melania. Hoosier actually almost goes down to Skadutri
Almost
Avatar
got,
here.
yeah. And all for a soiled loincloth.
That is just such an interesting item to be in the game. It is so funny to me that that is an item.
Yeah,
Yes, so they
it
can
is
all
worn
get out of
since
doors
hooves.
and do all of that. It is allowed. So this is in-game time, so they are allowed to do whatever means necessary to achieve victory.
We see Kale here from Helios, and there isn't much.
We'll go big
There
screen
is
on
I believe
Hoosier.
a somber.
Oh
All
no.
right. Oh no.
There we go.
All right. Now we see the jumping towards the cookery check, which is a check that like most players do on the way to gate front. It's just full bloom. Who's there getting beat up in the beginning? Like
Yeah,
all the
Hoosier
enemies
is
are getting to him.
yeah, they seem to be quite after him today.
And we see a difference in classes here. Oh, Somber 2 right there. We see a difference in classes here.
Mm-hmm.
Helios and Hooser decided to start with, I believe it was Samurai, that has the Raptor chest piece that increases the damage on jump attacks. Very useful. But Chris decided to start with Vagabond, which is the best all around class in terms of stats,
Yes,
right?
the stats are just they're too good to pass up on a lot of times.
Yeah, and unless you have like a very good weapon or a very good equipment item that is going to provide you with stats or something, it's very hard to pass on Vagabond. And all of them decide to go straight into in the direction of Liurnia.
Yep. Now we'll see a difference here. Some players, ooh,
Oh,
Helios
Helios
goes
gets
down.
crushed by everybody.
Yeah,
A,
that
a
was
grave bird,
oof.
a crab, a jory. Oh, the folks. But it's the kind of death that's like very early. If you get an
Yeah.
item that is good, the problem is was the clinging bone. Not a weapon you really want to see.
So we're gonna see Hooser doing a few limb grave checks. He might just hit up the first graveyard and then rush Liurnia. That is something that he has said in the past that he likes to do.
Yeah.
Um, Personally, my path, I've been just going straight to Liurnia, which is actually what Chris is doing right now. He is just rushing straight to Liurnia to get some of the checks there. And then, depending on what he finds, he'll come back to Limgrave if he needs any
Who-
more items.
Yeah, Hooser does get a Somber 1, and he has Somber Smithing 2 and 3
A lot
enough
of
to
smithing
upgrade.
threes there.
Exactly. So if he gets the ones, oh, there's another one right there. And yeah, if he gets the ones, then there's no reason to assume he wouldn't because it's like probably the easiest pickup in Lingrave or even in Liurnia. I get like ones all the time. So he could have like a +9 right for Precipice, and that's exactly what we hope for when we're racing this. Well, he just decided to do the same graveyard, so he's going to get the same
Yep.
items basically. It's not a bad graveyard to visit,
No,
not many.
it wasn't bad at all. Especially the threes can be fairly difficult at times to find on both somber and smithing. So to find way more than you need here is actually not a bad situation to be in.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Chris is going through Liurnia, didn't have that many issues getting here. And is he going straight to Roundtable? That's an interesting play.
So guys, I do apologize. There's an issue with live split on my end. It is not wanting to work. There's nothing that I've been attempting this whole time to get it to work, and it's just refusing to. So you will not have live split on my end underneath my face here, but you can see the live split on all the player screens. So that is a more accurate representation of where they are at, anyways. So
Yeah, it's good that all three of them have the same, basically the same location in their screen, so we know exactly how far from each other they are.
yep.
With the great room count
So we
as well.
see Chris. Is he
Who's are
checking the store?
almost
Oh, round table.
who's are
Okay.
almost failed the Liurnia skip, but managed to quit out in time. That quit out is harder to get than the skip.
Very
Like
much so. That is an extremely
it's
difficult
so
quit out to
quick.
get. As you can see though, we do have a difference in routing here. So Helios also got the first graveyard, but now he is rushing Dectus, which will get him the oh wait, he's gonna get this grace here. That's an interesting choice.
Indeed.
I honestly don't see the value in that grace there. I feel like that is just a time loss. It looks like he's
I
gonna rush
wonder.
Dectus. He's gonna get the graveyard there. But again, I don't see any value in that grace there unless he's gonna use that as his path to Leonine if he decides to check Leonine. But I feel like Dectus would still be faster than that grace there.
It should be similar at the very least, and maybe he's thinking that for the trap chest, he likes to go the trap chest route
Okay. I mean that
to
would
get
be
Kaled, but
I mean, but I would still use the first steps grace for that because it's still
yeah,
extremely close.
yeah, it was a weird uh race pickup. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
he's still in the bingo mindset. He was playing a little bit before this.
Amanda, thank you so
Uh
much for the gifted
and
sub.
that grace can be very useful for bingo.
For sure. In bingo, that grace is very useful. I don't see the value
Oh,
in Rando
very
though.
good. He got Moog's Remembrance in this graveyard.
That is very good. So him going this path actually really paid off for him here because I don't believe Chris or Hooser will ever find that one because I don't believe they check that graveyard ever. So he will have quite the lead here when it comes to money in the beginning of the game.
Ritual Sword at the merchant in Liurnia, Who's just picked it up
That
and also
is
picked up the Black Steel Great
Yep,
Hammer.
Black Steel Great Hammer is such a great weapon. My first run of the DLC, that is the weapon I used for the entirety of the run. I just could not find anything better. It was a really good, strong weapon.
They really decided to put all the good weapons right at the beginning. Like you can just pick up backhand blades, you can just pick
Yup,
up Great Katana,
yup.
and the Black Steel Great Hammer is right there.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we will see the first Great Rune check here from Helios as he goes into Dectus. Now, one thing to note about Dectus is it is not a very valuable check at all. We have actually determined that it is the least valuable check along with Rusty Key. Oh, and
And he
he
dies.
dies. Oh, that is rough. That is now
because
Helios'
there is a
second death.
Mesmer soldier there. The Mesmer soldiers are so mean. Like they're
Very mean.
one of like the biggest menaces of random races
For
like
sure.
ever.
And they're everywhere. There are a lot of Mesmer soldiers. We're seeing
Yeah.
Chris getting a lot of interesting items. I did see some smithing 4 pickups. And
Yes.
Helios is going back. He is going to not give up on the Dectus check. This time he should make it.
Yeah, unless well, we do have a big mouth imp there.
He did get lucky with that roll. Actually, was not well timed, but luckily the big mouth imp shot the little floor before it. So,
Yeah, he was looking down on him, looking down on Helios.
um, as for the viewers, Amanda, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Just so everybody in the chat knows, all the proceeds from October 20th to November 20th, I will be counting up, and that will be going into a prize pool for all the players here. So the first place player will receive 50% of that. 25% will go to the second place player, and then the other 25% will be split up amongst those who helped me during the competition. So commentators, staff, and stuff like that. So they will get a smaller portion than the racers, but I still want to at least give something to them. And we did get a rusty key there at the Dectus check. So
Yeah,
the fact that Rusty Key can only spawn in 2 locations, it spawned at Dectus, so that means the Rusty Key check is still on the table. That could be anything at this point.
same. Yeah, like the difficult part. We also saw Wing of Estelle on Chris. Uh, we just saw also the Academy key check was just 2 golden seeds, so
Thank you.
it's not going to be that easy.
Yeah, yeah, it is not going to
No
be,
God seed.
yeah, no God seed, as Hooser likes to call it. And we do see Helios now going through the trap check chest to get into Kaled. He's going to set up Radon and a few other checks there.
That has been a like a normal route that he's been doing. He checks. Sometimes he goes and checks in build sword key as well.
Mm-hmm.
And you set up Radon. Like Radon is probably one of the best options for you to do
Oh, for sure.
at all. Like because it opens up several other checks, gives a lot of runes, and you have like free summons. Like so you can even if it's a boss that might take a while, you still have like some
Yep.
help. Uh, and it makes it much easier to get uh a very good amount of runes. The problem is in order to have Radon, you need to go through Jualtas.
Yep.
And in that case, you need to go through Makar. And more likely than not, it's going to be a little bit scuffed to do that at base vigor. So you want to do some upgrading before you go all the way to precipice. Or you can just
Yep.
send it.
Yeah, you
Sometimes I
can.
get lucky.
Sometimes you get lucky. The boss there is pretty easy. Um, not trying to bring up a little scar from the past, Rambler, but I did hear you mention straight to precipice. We did see in the qualifiers you chose to go through Dectus, and that did hurt you a lot. And so, I think that you have learned from that, and hopefully won't do that again.
Yeah, it is a low
It was a
chance of getting
gamble.
the great rune
Mm-hmm.
and was a gamble, yeah. But like, regardless of that, you can have the upgrade materials through precipice and
Yep.
everything. So, the problem obviously is it takes a very long time. It takes
Yeah.
like at least like 5 minutes to set it up from the academy key check. So
Yep.
if you have Dectus, it is tempting to just go up to Altus. It is just one check. It's not a special check. Makar is just the route to Altus. So
Yeah.
it's good to
Makar.
take it. It's good to take it, but it's more likely that it's not going to give you much except for the starting rooms,
Yeah.
like 24,000 if I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
you get 24,000 runes from killing him if you don't summon. Hooser actually goes down right before grabbing the imbued sword key check,
Oh
he
my
does see that it's
god.
not gold, so he could choose to completely bypass it. But personally, I would still go get it because you can get flask upgrade materials there, which is extremely important in this.
I agree. I think there's like the value of doing these quote unquote easy checks. I mean, there's like a madness guy there, so
Yep,
it might not be that easy, but at least you get a golden seed or sacred cheer, and those are very valuable.
very. And he will go ahead and pick it up. That time he did only get the 1 seed and 2 memory stones, so sadly not that worth it today, but it it's still very important because it could have been even, for instance, Moog Medallion. It could have been oh, and he finds Cragblade. I haven't seen
Wow.
any really good smithing weapons just yet to put
He
that on, but
has
that could.
he has Black Steel Great Hammer.
That's right. He
That
does
can
have.
that
No, you're
can
right.
become a poise damage machine.
Oh yeah. Who's could be cooking on that for sure.
Now imagine if he finds the sanctified wet blade as well.
Oh my.
Because the Black Steel Great Hammer does a lot more damage if it's Sacred Affinity. So if you put that on and with Crackblade, it's unstoppable. Like it's a
Yeah.
big poise breaking machine, and it's going to be also doing a lot of damage
Looks like.
with a good move set. It's not like
Oh yeah.
it's like having a colossal that is 30% faster.
Yep. It's a very powerful weapon, and he has now the smithing 2s and 3s. I have not checked how much he has picked up for 4s and 1s, but he for sure has the 2s and 3s to be able to upgrade that.
Yeah,
So
you should have those because I saw Roundtable apparently had ones, and also he just finds another remembrance,
okay,
the remembrance
Helios.
of putrescence.
Yeah, Helios is gonna be balling in the money today. And that could give him quite the advantage over the other players here in the early game for sure.
Interestingly enough, Chris is the first to get to the base of the precipice, if
Yep.
I'm not mistaken.
He did my typical route. He rushed straight through Liurnia, picked up all the stuff that he could, and now it looks like he's going to pivot back through the trap chest as well.
Yeah, maybe he's missing the weapon, maybe he's missing one stone or two,
Yep. And here you can
or he
see,
just wants to set up.
yeah, he could just be trying to do setup. Here you can see the evolution of Rando Racing. When we all first started, a lot of us would just immediately rush to Third Church, grab the Physic Flask, and then do the teleported there, and then run south from Garank. I have noticed a huge pivot amongst the players to going through the trap chest instead of doing Garank.
Yes. Particularly because there's not that many checks on the way from Gurunk to the Fort Fair of Grace. And you can get a lot of checks through after the tunnel in Salia. You have like for this one that Helios just failed, the jump, you
Yep.
have that check. You have the painting check. You have a lot of items right next to
Oh, Helios
Salia
is
on the
having
way
a
to
lot of
Redan.
trouble just getting this item right now.
Yeah, and it's not that worth it apparently.
What I usually do for that item is I will first jump up, I will light the torch, and then I just jump down, and then I grab that item
Exactly.
when I jump down. It's just a much
Yeah,
easier way to do it.
and it's just the spell Drake talisman
Is
that
it
can
just me,
come
or
in
does this
clutch.
imp? This imp is walking on thin air. Like, what
Oh
is up with
boy,
this
what
imp?
the hell is happening? Oh, this is the flying one. That was weird.
That imp is just straight up walked up the air to Helios. And I'm sure he's
And
kind of freaking out about that right now. Guys, give me just a second. I've realized that I didn't get all my scenes completely set up correctly. So I'm gonna take a few seconds to get them fully set up. You will hear a commentary, but the players' screens will be a little bit distorted for the moment.
yeah. Okay, now Helios gets the imbued. Let's see if he can avoid the madness. Ooh, he barely makes it up.
With
Makes it
like
out alive.
5 health left.
Item
That
check,
is
item check,
crazy.
item check.
Yeah, that was very
Item check, give me something good.
close.
Okay. That's all right.
All right, so I do have all
And
the players fixed now. I apologize for that, guys.
it is a sad thing though that he went all the way for that check. Had Spelldrake. He doesn't know yet, but the Spelldrake +3 talisman was at the Academy Key location, so it is definitely not worth it to use it when you're going to definitely get the other.
Yep. And we
And
see
Chris
all
is not
players.
going for the imbued, yeah.
Yep, we see all players actually choosing to do the mini Celia skip instead of doing the full Celia skip all the way up.
Oh, Hooser did the full
Did he
Celia
do the
skip.
full? Okay, I thought I saw him light the torch as well.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And he's going for the other imbued in
Yep, so we will go full screen on
Liurnia.
Hooser as he picks up this check here.
Yeah, this is like increasingly likely that might be the key or the great room.
So he does not find either. He did find the smithing stone bell bearing though.
Yeah, if he was missing anything, now he doesn't.
Yep.
I know he has threes enough, so like
I know
at
for a
this
fact he
point,
has 2 and 3. We're not sure about the 1s and 4s at the moment.
yeah, at this point, I'm pretty sure like if I were a loser, I would just go to Precipice and stop with the collection because like Black Steel Great Hammer, it's not that hard to use, I
No,
think.
the stats are
Uh
not bad. The requirements on it, and he does actually find a rot grease, which on Black Steel Hammer is very good as well. If you do not put
three
any
of
other type
those
of
actually.
affinity,
Three
3
and
of them.
well, Wing
Wow.
of Estelle now.
Oh, and the Crimson Seed Talisman that increases how much your flask heals, so that is very useful here.
Oh, but he gets killed
Oh,
by the
yup,
crab.
yup, and he
He
goes
doesn't have much
down.
money with it, so it's not going to matter that much. He could just like go and get the teleport now. I think Helios is going for Margit. Gonna have our first boss.
Chris is a bit blurry on my end for some reason. Let me go ahead and refresh him. There we go.
Oh, actually, he's not going for Margit.
Okay, he's making his way into Liurnia now, yeah. So,
Yeah, he did spend a long time there. I thought he was going to try to just do Stormveil. That's a play that Dino has been doing
yep.
with great success.
Yeah, it has worked out great for him. He gets early money, but honestly, Helios is the only one in this run right now that does not need to worry about money at all. He has 2 remembrances in
That's
his pockets.
Yeah, he probably already used one because he has
Yeah.
$25,000 in his pocket right now, which is scary. Like you never know what's going to appear on
Yep.
the way, particularly this specific section.
Yep.
But it is a tame set of enemies. No, none of them had real problems.
Yep. Now that the cum bug there, that is a scary enemy to see there. I have seen them hit really, really hard in that area multiple times, and we see who's pick up a
Yeah,
somber 3.
yeah. You need to be able, in that case, you need to be able to shield yourself with the rocks. Try to like do a different pathing so they don't aggro. It's hard, obviously,
Try.
because sometimes you only see the enemy when it's too late.
Sorry.
Now, Helios might be going to check the Liurnia merchant as well. Oh, and he's doing a check that I usually don't do.
Yeah, he really likes doing this check where he then jumps across to the other one. He finds them to be very useful. I typically don't do them as well, and I don't think they really pay off today. But he has
No.
really talked up those checks as if they're just really good a lot of times. So
Yeah, Hoozer's getting all the smithings, but I think he wants money now. Like he must know that everything is like basically ready for him to go, except maybe the money
yep,
to do it. And in that case, I just sell everything.
Yep.
I don't care. I
Do
sell
a
everything
do a
that I
whole
have.
fire sale.
Yeah, even when I don't find a remembrance site, I think it's reliable to find at least like 25,000 worth of runes and equipment and things that you can sell.
Yep.
It takes a minute to sell everything and make sure that you're not selling something that is actually valuable.
Dino,
But
not necessarily. We do have the Black Steel Great Hammer. That Hooser. I don't know if he already bought it, but he does.
you did.
He did buy it, so he's actually equipping it right now. That is honestly one of the best weapons that you can find in Rando, in my opinion. It's just a really, really strong weapon. And then I have noticed Helios or Hooser has picked up a lot of greases, and so he's
Yeah.
got a lot of potential
And he has Crackblade.
upgrades for it, and Cragblade. So you're not wrong, but in this situation, with not very good somber weapons on the board, his best choice is Black Steel Great Hammer. It's going to come in really handy for him here, especially
Yeah.
considering the amount of upgrade materials and greases and all the other stuff that he has found.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure he did not go all the way to Redan, right? Because that's where
No.
the Remembrance of Putrescence was.
Yep.
Chris is very likely to find it now. He's being
Yep.
he did pretty much the same path that Helios just did,
Uh
and I think he's going to find it.
yeah, he'll find it. He's going down to the Golden Seed location now.
Yeah, so that puts Boozer at like a big disadvantage early game. He did not find any other remembrances. Chris is going to find
And
at least
there it
this
is.
one. Yeah, he's happy. You can see he's happy. And
He's very
uh
happy about that. I should have went on big screen to get his reaction with that. I didn't know he'd react in such a happy way.
yeah, and imagine like Helios has two of those,
Yep.
but that's the question. Like it is going to be about how can they make the best use of it. And at this point, I don't know if they have a weapon plan. Only Hooser has it apparently. And I don't think he plans to use the Great Hammer for the whole match or anything like that. But it might be the only option.
Yep.
And I've learned that like sometimes it's a good idea to just go like and figure that stuff later. You
Exactly.
have enough stones, you
And
got
he
the
finds two
Bellberry.
freezing greases. My goodness, the greases on this run.
Yeah, sometimes it's the best path. Like you get a smithing weapon online, you can put grease on it. And with Crackblade, I would be cooking. I would be cooking.
Oh, for sure.
I think he's with the same mindset. He's going to precipice right now, I think. And let's see if this is an okay situation because he had to level to use the weapon, and that means that means the vigor is not as high as you would like.
Yep.
It's still pretty good. The plus one,
Chris,
6 flasks.
I wonder why Chris is now doing Limgrave checks. Is
Maybe
he
he wants
missing
a weapon.
stones or weapon? Yeah, he might just be needing a weapon right now. Hooser
Yeah.
got rotted. That is not a good situation to be in.
Yeah, but this is the first part. The first part is much easier than the second.
Yeah.
He can rest it up. And he
N-
has a lot of flasks.
Now I
The
have seen
problem
the
is if he
enemy.
gets a
Go
hit right
Yeah,
now.
if he gets hit, it could be game over for him. Um, I have seen the enemy right here by the elevator be an absolutely atrocious enemy at times. So this time he gets
Yeah.
lucky, but oh man, I have struggled on a few enemies there.
I really hope I don't never see a winter lantern in that position
Oh my
because it's going to
gosh.
be 7 quid outs
Yeah. Um.
just to get to the elevator, and then you need to be lucky that he doesn't see you
Yup.
during the elevator.
Mm-hmm. It'll happen eventually. We will see a winter lantern in there.
We did get a couple, right? Like we got one in Volcano Manor the other day
Yep.
on the way to Rykard.
Yep. Also in Capital, there was one right off the rooftops in the qualifier matches.
Yes.
And I believe it was you who actually went around and went down the stairs and the elevator instead of running past it, because it was in a
Yes.
scary position. So
I did take that path because I thought I would be able to get a few more checks as well. But then
wait,
there was another enemy, I don't remember.
Chris is about to get Godslayer sword online.
Yeah, with the remembrance, he can
Yeah,
do that.
it's an interesting choice. I'm not sure if I would make that choice.
Oh,
It is
and
very
Hooser
stat hungry.
dies to the big hand.
Ooh, who's
It
got
is a big
fingered?
hand.
And
Players
understandably
having
not happy about it.
yeah, all three players having problems with some of the running
Mm-hmm.
sections. Especially Hooser. Like he got caught by the madness at Celia. He got caught by the crab in the graveyard a few minutes ago, and now
Yep.
this. I
I
always
believe he
send
got
this
caught
elevator
twice
back.
in graveyards, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, Chris decided to do like extra checks down here, and now he is invaded and he needs to fight. I mean, I would just. Oh, he cannot die. That was a big mistake.
Yeah,
It's
this
a
is a really
very,
big mistake.
very big mistake. I don't know if he has the tools to actually kill this guy.
Chris, you need to make up your mind. You need to either just fight it or dip out.
Yeah, the problem is he has $29,000.
Okay, he force closed the game. That is a. I
I don't think it will help
no, I don't think it will. He's gonna get invaded right away. Maybe he can quickly
unless he
teleport
can
out.
map. Yeah, and Hoosier's going up again. The
Yeah,
the,
so
the
he died
fingers,
again.
the fingers are just not being helpful. Why don't I think in this case he should just take the ladder?
There he goes. He should be saving and quitting out. There you
Yeah,
go.
now
Okay.
now he should be safe. But like there is an alternative path to the left. It's slower, but it's safer because you don't aggro the enemies on the right side.
Oh, okay. I actually did not know that. Like I've seen the ladder there. Oh, and
Oh,
Helios goes down.
Helios.
Oh no, that's
They
a
are
really bad place to go down because he is really far away from
no,
anywhere.
there's a stake
No stake.
America.
Okay.
There's a stake America.
Okay. Not as bad as I thought. I was really
No,
worried
no.
for a second. Chris cannot teleport out. Chris, you need to figure something out, bud. And you need to do it
Almost
quick.
30 minutes and no bosses seen so far. Only the non-combat checks. He also has 29,000 and Chris was not able to get out of the situation. Maybe he can kill the guy.
I
But this
mean,
is definitely a big mistake.
a very big mistake. His only option here is to fight. He has 24,000 runes that he really does not want to lose.
Okay, Hooser making up to the final elevator. This can be dangerous, but he just decides not to go for the item. Oh my god, Chris. No, I really don't want him to lose the
Oh,
money like
Chris, no.
that.
Oh, this
Oh,
is really
this
bad
is
for Chris.
so
I
unfortunate.
feel for him. It was a really bad choice to go down there, though. I think no matter where you are in the game, that's always going to invade you there.
Yeah, no, it's unavoidable. It's just oh, that's smart. He has a sacrificial twig.
Ah, okay.
He should have seen that from the
Yeah,
get-go,
I wish he had
obviously.
seen that from the get-go. That's a good, what, 3 minutes time waste here?
Not that much. I think in-game time, I think it was 1 minute and a half or so,
Okay.
but completely unnecessary. And I don't think he got any checks done actually.
No, I don't think he got any
So
checks there. You live and you learn, though, and he will never make that mistake again.
The funny thing though is that now because of the force crit and everything, he's a bit behind in in-game time. But arguably, he's the only one with a somber weapon that is actually good for a randomizer.
Yep.
Almost set up. I think he still needs a bit of stats.
Yeah.
And
And
we're going to finally see Makar.
yes,
Let's see
sir.
who
We will
that
go
is.
full screen on Hooser as he comes into the Makar fight. First boss fight of this match at 31 minutes.
It is unwieldable still.
I'm surprised his is unwieldable. Well, he does.
This is
Oh, and we have Bale at
Bale.
Makar.
Bale.
Oh my gosh.
Curse you, Bale.
Curse you, Bale.
Well,
What Hooser needs
it,
is he needs to go down to Radon to set up and do the checks there. He will find the remembrance and have a perfectly online weapon. He does decide to pivot to the academy checks, and now he's going to rush to Albus to check there.
yeah, in his place, I would go academy now, like, and try to get to Altus a different way.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, at this point, he did everything that you need to do the Makar check, right? So why not try to get to Altus through a
Through a
different
different route.
mean?
Yep.
Yeah, like because then it's an easy check to take.
Yep.
The
You just.
problem is it's unwieldable, so Craig Blade doesn't work. I don't
Yep.
know if he realizes that. Like he's not going to get anything out of the Ash of War.
So it looks like that flower is underground, and all of our players here are going to get routed no matter what. So it's a very interesting obstacle that they're going to have to overcome.
Yeah,
And we see
yeah,
Helios going to Albus as well.
yeah. I've seen that like a lot of players just want to have the academy key as soon as possible. Uh, because like we just said, like there's like a what? Let's count. We have Red Wolf. We have Renala is two checks basically. Imbued Sword Key, discarded Palace Key, and the path to Volcano Manor. If you don't find the Raya's necklace, it's a very long road to get
Yep.
to Volcano Manor, and you need the drawing room key
Yep.
anyway. So Academy is the best path. So you have Noble, you have Rykard as a double check, you have Tanith as a ninth check, and in this game we still have like probably the best path to Altus
Yep.
because finding the whole Dectus is not that likely, and well, Bale is not exactly a boss you want to fight in that arena.
Who's does find a Dectus half? I don't know if he's found another half earlier or not, but he does have at least one Dectus half at this point now.
I think he has both because if I'm not mistaken, the other half was at Imbued Sword Key in the Belfries,
Okay.
but he's still going for the
Chris goes down,
Academy.
by the way. And I do not believe, yeah, he did not get the middle grace.
Oh, that's very unfortunate.
We do see Hooser now going to Loretta.
I've been doing this track as well, more like earlier, especially because you have a lot of items that you can grab on the way,
Yep.
like the one he just did. And I mean, now it's guaranteed Academy key there. It's a check that you're going to have to do anyway. And with Bale there, I wonder if Chris is going to try the fight uh, once he gets there.
He still has an unwieldable weapon, so it's
Yeah, they're all
potential.
unwieldable.
Yeah. Helios has a wieldable weapon, but it's not a very good one at the moment.
No, yeah. So, yeah, this would have been a situation where you probably don't want to do that much
Yep.
in terms of like because it with a GOC boss like Bale, like it's the last one. It is scaled down significantly, obviously. Oh, the imp is brutalizing Hooser,
The
and
ads on this scene are brutalizing everybody. No
they
player
have
has
been
really been
very
clean.
yeah, they've been very nasty. And not the
Mm-hmm.
worst ones, like the worst types of enemies, just they are in positions that make them more aggressive
Yep.
somehow.
Yep.
But yeah, like the thing is it's been a very slow
Oh no,
paced
Chris.
race this time. Oh no, 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 no. Drink it, drink it.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness gracious, Chris. He almost lost. Okay, he didn't. He wouldn't have lost that many, but
And considering the position of the, I didn't see his death, but I think it was probably greeting the scarab
yep,
because the scarab wasn't there. I've been guilty of that a few times.
yeah. I have actually been killing the scarab every single time now, and you do have to watch that explosion. It can be quite dangerous. So
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see Helios commit to Smith Script's shield as his main weapon, which is a very interesting choice to do.
I think he's probably doing what I did another race. I used the Smith script shield as a provisional weapon, and also in
Oh no,
case there was NPC fights, you level it, and it can be very good
yep.
to deal with the NPCs.
He does also have Cragblade and Black Steel Great Hammer, so
And
he has
we have a
upgraded
flaccid
both of them.
spirit. We have a flaccid spirit as the boss, as Loretta, who's are making use of this. I think it's freeze grease, still
Yeah,
unwieldable, so not doing as much damage as he could.
but Helios
But
does have a fully wieldable and now upgraded weapon. I saw him upgrade both the shield and the Black Steel Hammer by quite a bit.
that's the difference for the getting the remembrances, right? Like Mogs and Putrescent Knights.
But Helios is
So
actually his is not wieldable either.
interesting.
I would have thought with both remembrances it would be wieldable. What are the stat requirements on that?
Maybe I've been misunderestimating. Which is a funny thing to say by itself. But I'm gonna check.
I
I
appreciate
want
you,
to check.
because I would think
It
that
is
Go
it
ahead.
is 17 faith. Like
I
you do
feel like
need
17
17
faith
faith,
would be very doable though. What's the
but you
strength
also need
requirements?
25 strength, so it's basically 17 strength and 7. Like you're always going to two-hand it, but you still need 17 strength and 17.
Yeah,
Also, it's a heavy weapon. Upgrades cost more.
true,
So
true. The upgrades do cost more. So we do see Hooser upgrading it to plus 12.
I think it went all the way to 11.
11, yeah. He tried to get it to 12, but I don't think he had enough runes.
And now he has Academy Key, no great runes though. So all the Liurnia overworld checks are done,
Yep.
except for Makar.
And we do
So we
see
know,
Helios also choosing to go Loretta. He has not seen Precipice at all, so he is taking a risk by not going there, but he doesn't know what's blocking, so
yeah. What's interesting is I think Helios kind of recognizes that this seed is a bit slower because of the weapon.
mm-hmm.
Uh, the weapons being not as available as you would like.
Oh, great. All right,
Well,
yeah.
let's see.
Thanks.
I mean, Chris is fighting Bale now,
Dude,
so
what?
Bale's health bar taking a while to appear for some reason. Chris does
Oh, yes.
know
peak
how to
plus 5
fight
damage
Bale.
right here.
Probably better than anyone else in the entire tournament. I have seen him practice Bale for like hitless attempts, and he's really good against Bale. So I think
Yeah.
he's actually really quite happy to see Bale here. And he did say that one of the things that he wants to see are DLC remembrance
Well,
bosses,
okay.
because he
okay,
knows
okay.
that he's good at them.
yeah.
What a wild
And he's getting
goddamn
work
scene, man.
on him.
Already.
Oh, yeah.
Already got a stagger. And the weapon is
That's
not
wild.
wieldable, which is a shame because the Astral Core would do significant damage.
Oh, yeah.
Because of the percentage base.
I would
Okay.
See
heal here if
this
I was
See the
Chris.
spectacle.
fireballs still spawn? Fireballs do sort of still spawn.
Oh,
He's gonna
did
have
Bale?
to attempt to tank it. Okay,
Get out?
wow.
But he came back.
Okay.
it ended up actually being beneficial because
Dude,
most
it
of
would be so
the
great right now if I could use my
spectacle
Queen's
attack
Black
did
Flame.
not even get into the arena.
Yep.
Got stuck in the ceiling probably. Let's see if second phase is not that big of an issue for Chris.
He
First phase
does
was
need to heal here. I
fine.
feel like a big hit is death to him.
I think he wants to build the
Need to
pressure.
heal. Yep.
Okay, there he goes.
Speed on his meat.
Getting a little saucy.
Oh, he's going to
Yeah.
get the
Oh,
headshot
another
now.
good stagger.
That's an amazing fight so far.
Yeah, Chris is very happy to see this fight here. We do have double
For
boss fight.
sure.
Helios is finishing up the
I think
Loretta
Cruz
boss
can
now.
definitely,
Yeah, and
I
we're
think Cruz
about to
can
see Red
definitely
Wolf
one-try
at
Bale,
Hoosier, so
but
3 bosses at the same
Helios
time.
might be a different story.
Now things are going to speed up significantly in the race because
We will go back full screen. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Chris is about to
Elmer.
like he's about 10%.
Yeah,
Elmer,
we're gonna go back to Chris. This is the much more interesting fight we've all seen. Bell-bearing hunter fights.
Gotta heal off.
is very close.
Chris
Still
really
has one
making
flask.
great work on this boss fight.
First try, easy peasy.
Amazing
Oh, there we
kill.
go.
Very
Amazing
well
kill by
done.
Chris.
And he is
Nothing.
rewarded with a sacred tear.
Didn't get enough.
And the curse mark of
Sadly,
death. And the curse
sadly,
mark
no
of
great
death.
rune.
Sadly, no great rune, but he is the first to Altus.
Yes, he is.
And it might be by a long distance because I don't think Hoosier intends on going back there soon.
No. In fact, we may see a Virgin's play from Hoosier, which is very rare from him, but I think we may see it.
And
Dino
Elmer
and you
dropped
discarded
the
Palace
discarded
Key.
Palace Key.
Okay, so now
So you-
Renala becomes a much more valuable check at this point. Yes, Durf, absolutely beautiful fight from Chris. He played that
Yeah.
masterfully. I'm very, very impressed with him on that.
Yeah, if Chris wins this race, like that fight would be a significant reason why.
Oh, for sure.
Like
For
I,
sure.
I have no doubt about it. And the weapon wasn't usable completely. Like imagine if he had the full damage and the full Ash of War. Like
It-
it would have looked like candy.
So we do see Helios getting
What is-
trolled by a
What
little
is
spear
Helios
guy.
doing here?
He
Like
checked the merchant there at the academy. He's
Yeah, but,
still
like,
looking
this
for
guy-
something.
this guy is a chance draw of anything. Like he doesn't drop
Mhm.
anything.
Well, I think he wanted to kill it to be able to teleport out. Is he going to go through Dectus?
I believe he might be
Yeah.
doing that.
He might be second
And-
to Altus because of this.
And I cannot describe how much that makes me feel because like he did not see Makar.
Yeah.
He does not know that it's going to be a big waste of time.
Now we'll
Because
see.
at this point,
Does how
Chris is
early does
first
he?
to Altus.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Sorry.
No, you're
sorry.
good.
Like Chris is first to Altus, but he didn't get much from it, right? Like he got a few more levels.
Yep.
While we know he just doesn't, but we know that if he does Dectus, maybe he's just going Makar through
Oh,
this.
Hoosier gets pure blood medallion as well. So Hoosier's kind of cooking on the key items right now.
Yeah.
And we got Chris going to Radon. He chooses to go Radon early so that he can continue to get his weapon online. And we
Yeah, I
do
think
see
it's a
Helios
good-
going Dectus, which is a very interesting choice, and we'll see how early he decides to pivot back to Makar. Because he hasn't even approached. I think he got the Grace outside Precipice, but that's it.
I think he thought, okay, Rambler was wrong by doing by thinking two back-to-back Makars were unlikely. But I'm right because 3 are very unlikely. And that's not how percentages work.
Okay, so we got
as I-
Chris with Estelle. Now, is this real Estelle or is it fake
which
Estelle?
variant he is though.
You
Which
call it,
variant
you
of
call
Estelle?
Stars of Darkness fake Estelle?
I call the one that's not the Remembrance one fake Estelle.
Yeah, but that fake Estelle is much harder.
It is.
Let's see.
And we
Oh,
do.
that
Yeah, that
is
hurts. My goodness.
dangerous. Yeah, he was riding, so you got all the instant damage.
And so we do have Hooser going into the Renala fight here as well. So we
Whoa!
are going to keep it big screen. Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a problem for Chris. We'll see if he decides to continue fighting it or pivot away for now.
Let's see if Renala
I need to pull
Renala
a
is
wall.
kind to Hooser. I don't like Estelle here for Radon. I really don't. Like,
Omen
it
Killer
is a
Miranda
Okay.
duo,
weird
that's fine.
boss, weird movement. The Dunes are going to make work of it.
So
Okay,
Hooser's
Omen Killer.
pretty happy here.
Oh, for sure. Like, it's just going to take a little bit while because that flower is kind of tanky. Like, takes some time to kill her.
For sure. But the Omen goes down super quick. Even though the weapon is unwieldable, it's still dealing massive damage here. Now, he does choose to decide to just tank the poison.
Yeah, what I think, like, Uzer is like in kind of like the mindset recently of like you don't need all the stats to wield the weapon, like you only need the physical ones. But for this particular situation, you want this because you want Crackblade to be active.
Yep.
You're not going to get Crackblade active unless you can fully wield the weapon.
For sure. And then obviously you can see it coming into play here. The stamina loss from doing any attacks is just absolutely
Yeah,
horrible.
I think it's fine at this point because I think the physical influences that way more.
Okay, so Hooser gets
Oh.
really lucky here with the
No, not
no,
really.
no, actually you're right. I didn't notice the little baby imps.
Yeah, they only appear after you get close enough and then they go straight to try to murder you. But he gets like they get two shot.
Yeah.
So as long as he's patient, he should get this. And Helios needs to dodge the Ghost Flame Dragon and the Noble who are replacing Sentinel. And Chris is fighting Estelle, half health with the
Ooh.
help of the oh my god, a second hit there.
Estelle in this arena can be quite a complication.
Yeah, I
the
don't like
scaling
he
here.
moves weirdly.
Yep. The terrain, the scaling, a lot of it is just really against you here. Now
I think
you
the
do
scaling should
have
be fine.
you do have the ads, which is really good. Your summons.
Yeah, but like he has only one flask left and should use it now. Oh, he got the stagger. Okay, so that might be a
He
good
does miss
reprieve.
the
Oh, he didn't get
riposte.
the riposte.
We do see Hooser deciding to go to Stormvale. We will go ahead and go back full screen with Chris as he hopefully finishes up this fight.
Oh my god, thank
Yeah,
god we
I
get hit by
missed.
that.
But apparently it was a total bust, right?
Yeah, it was a bust. I didn't see what he got, but he does not have any great runes marked, so
Yeah, Renala and the discarded key that he already had.
ooh,
Okay.
getting
I mean,
on
but that's-
getting on his horse there really saved Chris because he would be dead right now if he did not get on his horse.
Ooh.
Yeah,
And
I
I
like
think-
rolling that
Sexy.
attack, but it's not that easy.
No, it's very difficult to roll that attack.
Oh,
And Chris gets
you
it.
should get it.
Chris is really
Second try.
gaming today.
Could have gone better.
He
but
got
hey,
the
I'll take it.
spell. It wasn't first try, but like
Man.
a very fast death in the first
Mhm.
try, so it works the same basically. And he got like the best kill so far.
Oh, for sure.
The problem is no great runes yet. Like, are we getting the cursed seed? Is your seed cursed?
It could be. It could be.
No, because
No,
Margit
who's-
has
yup.
one. We just see.
Hooser
Hooser
is
has
the
Millennius.
first. Hooser is the first to acquire a great rune. Now Hooser
Which is
doesn't know this.
surprising.
Yeah, very surprising that this late into the game we find our first great rune. And
Mhm.
Hooser doesn't know this, but Rusty Key is a very viable check at this point because it can in fact have a great rune.
Yeah.
So we'll see if he does choose to go to Rusty Key or if he chooses to hold off on it. I think we'll
The
we'll
funny
see
f-
him hold off on it for a while.
The funny thing now is like Uh, Helios is kind of like in his own mindset now. Like he basically didn't do many. Like he only did Loretta as a boss.
Yep.
Like didn't go to Makar, didn't go to Red Wolf, didn't go to Margit. So he's basically setting up.
Yeah.
And
He's been doing
I
a
think
lot of setup.
we finally got the Great Hammer fully wieldable,
And
as is Chris's Godslayer
yep.
Great Sword.
I am surprised that Hoozer's Great Hammer is not wieldable after killing Renala.
Yeah, I don't think I think he's on purpose not leveling faith until he has enough rooms, so that is not a concern of his.
Gotcha.
I think he doesn't want to get locked into the weapon yet.
Yeah. Smart, because it is still dealing pretty good damage. Now, it's not dealing nearly as much as it could, but it's not bad.
Yeah, it would be funny because like I think our players do not like the Great Hammer that much. I love it. So
I do
I
too.
would be so happy. I would have been so happy. At this point I cannot say though that I would be like doing like Makar, because Bale is definitely not a strong suit of. Like I'm very impressed with what Chris did with an unwieldable weapon.
Now, I will tell you, Dino mentioned this in the chat. Oh, he didn't kill Renala replacement? Did he die to it? Thank you, Mello. I didn't realize that.
Okay, so yeah, maybe now he goes for it after Godric.
Yeah, we were focused on the Chris fight, so I didn't realize it. Um, I don't remember what I
Yeah,
was saying.
thanks for pointing that out.
Yeah, no, it's definitely. Oh, what Dino was saying was, Bale is much easier in
Lamenter.
rando than in normal races. So, or in like normal game. So
I
Bale,
agree.
yeah, Bale is a tough one still. Don't underestimate him in rando, but he's nowhere near as strong as he could be. He is very much nerfed. He got roll catched. Gotcha. Thank you, Mello. I appreciate you. Thank you for looking out.
Oh, Lamenter is not going to be fun with this. Like you want something
No,
that
but
can do
he
like
stops it. So
area of effect damage. The problem is going to take a while. I think it's going to take a minute here.
as long as you know exactly where he's going to come out, which he does know now, it shouldn't be too much of a problem for him. We will go ahead and keep it on the big screen because both Helios and Hoozer are fighting bosses at the moment.
Yeah, and Helios is going to Estelle as Verdun. We know that there is no great room there, but there is like a lot of money that he could
Mm-hmm.
use to improve vigor at this point. I just saw it's 18. You
Yeah,
don't want to be
he's
that
gonna
low.
be getting one shot though, so he needs to be real. No, not quite one shot. I
Yeah,
thought for
that was
sure
like
one
all the
shot, but
instability
oh my!
damage.
All right, and Hoozer finishing up Godric.
He also does the. And Godric had a great rune as well.
This would be a Dino seed for sure. Dino would have
Gino would have been
absolutely
done.
loved this
All right.
seed.
He would be in capital by now.
All right, so Hoozer just needs to suck it up and fight Bale at this point is what he's thinking.
Yeah, he's purposely not leveling for the faith requirement on the weapon. I think he still holds out hope that he's going to find a good somber.
Which at this point, honestly, I'm not too confident in that.
Yeah. I mean, if he kills Renala, he can always pivot if he has a larval cheer.
Yep. Which I've
Uh,
noticed larval tears really aren't that difficult to find in Rando. I've never had an issue. Anytime I've needed to respec, I've had.
yeah, there's like what, like 25 of them now.
Yeah.
So it's as easy to find as remembrances, but I think I find a lot more larval. He is approaching half health. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Hooser nopes out of Makar again.
Yep.
And I think I think that was a very good call because the damage wasn't as good
Mm-hmm.
as he would have expected. And
I think so as well.
he has the option of just doing Abductor now. Like he has two great runes. What's the likelihood that Makar is going to have the third?
Well, I also believe
Uh
he has Dectus, which is yeah, he's going for it now, so he will be going through the Dectus lift.
oh, that's true. I forgot that Dectus was in the both checks of Liurnia. So this is kind of like the seed to rub it in.
Yeah, this seed would have been really good for you, in this case, which is really sad. Um, and yeah, just interesting how the coincidence of it is you're a commentator now and you're seeing your own play that bit you in the butt coming in clutch for two other racers here.
Yes. It's sad though because Chris's fight is not getting the
Mm-hmm.
like the real benefit of it.
Yep.
That's a sad thing.
Yeah, the
But he doesn't
recognition that it
know.
deserved.
He has no way of knowing.
Yep. But we, as commentators and chat, know how amazing it was and how wonderful Chris did, and we're all very extremely proud of him. I am still very curious
Oh,
as to see if we will see Helios decide to pivot back to Makar or not.
I think if the situation becomes too dire in terms of great runes, he might. But the fact that he killed Radon now opens up one of his preferred paths. Like
Yep.
he likes to do the underground path to get the great runes and to get to capital.
Yep. And I'll
So
finally be able to see what gravestone everybody is talking about that because I don't know it honestly.
it's in Jeep root depths.
Yeah, I know it's after killing the Fias champs. I've been told that there's a little sarcophagus that you can get into to teleport there. I just don't know exactly where it is, so I'll be paying close attention in case I ever decide to go this route as well.
Yeah.
So Hooser is the only one with a great rune right now. He will be heading straight to capital from this point forward, and so he will for sure get his weapon online at this point. It's right where Fia sits. Okay, thank you. So it's literally just like right next to her. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, see, I've never gone that route, so.
there's no chance of missing it, and you don't miss any checks in capital. You only miss the altar checks.
Okay.
Like yeah, you're right at the altar after the teleport, so you can just turn back, get the first check, and that's it. But you need to have the two great rooms, obviously.
Yep.
That's that not only for randomizers but for normal playthroughs as well.
Okay, so in base game, it's activated through her quest. I can confirm, though, you don't need to do anything with her quest in Rando because Helios, like Rambler said, Helios does use that route a lot.
Yeah, you actually don't need the quest. You only need to get to Fias Champs. And that can be accomplished in two ways. One is through capital, so defeats the purpose. But the other is through doing Runny's quest to get Radon, and then you go to Valiant Guards, and after that you're good. You're good. Like you don't need to do quests. The only thing you need to do is do Radon.
Yep.
So you can do that without going to Altus if you do Runny's quest. But if you go to Altus, you activate the festival anyway.
Yep. And so I think we
has.
good.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good.
Jeep Root has like a lot of good checks for upgrade materials, but the problem is Fias Champ is not a check, so it's an extra boss fight. So is DTS,
Yeah.
but it is a bit kind of like it's a gamble that either Mimic Cheer or Violent Gargoyles are going to have a great room, or Regal Ancestor, obviously.
So Chris does find a Somber 6, so he will have a Somber 6 weapon online.
If he
I
can
will
find a weapon.
Well, he has the Godslayer sword.
I don't know if he's happy about it though.
I would say that he's probably pretty happy about it. It looks like he's full committed to it.
No, you mean Chris. Okay,
That's what I said. I said Chris.
Helios.
No, I said
understood
Chris.
Helios.
Yeah.
I'm getting crazy already.
No, you're good.
3%. Commentating bingo is hard enough with people, 3 people.
It is a lot to look after. So during the qualifiers of this, I had 2 matches where there were literally 8 screens that I was trying to pay attention to. And oh
Yeah.
my god, my brain hurt so much after that. I was done for a while. I was out of commission for the rest of the night on the first one that I did on day 1 qualifiers. Day 2 qualifiers I didn't pay as much attention to everybody, but oh my gosh, day 1 I was out of commission.
Yeah. I
I
can
agree.
imagine.
I agree, Dino.
Oh my god,
Helios
there's
is
a
doing
bear
way
right
too
there.
many checks. I feel like at this
Yeah,
point, Helios already has his weapon online. He's got money. He's got other stuff. He does not need to do any checks any longer.
he has cracked blade as so
Mm-hmm.
like as Hooser does. So, but in his case, it works. So
Yeah. Like Helios is so far ahead when it comes to money and strength of his weapon. I do not know why he's continuing to do checks. And we're going to see him do even another check here.
even 2 checks actually, and beast liver. So he has something to eat.
Yum.
Yummy, yummy. Let's see if the merchant accepts that, like, because the merchant is always, oh, somber 8 for Hooser there.
Oh my.
He just needs a somber weapon.
Yeah, he just needs a somber weapon, but so far that really hasn't been that good for him. If Chris finds a somber 7, I guarantee you he picked up that 8 as well. So if Chris finds a
Yeah.
somber 7, he's going to be really, really comfortable with his weapon choice. He is the only one with a somber weapon right now.
And it's a very good at it, like a colossal weapon that can inflict the black flame. So you can do the a lot of damage to the chunky boys that you find in Fire Giants Arena, and
Yep.
should help. And
And
now
so
he is finally finding another boss, Elemer of Radagon.
Yep. Making quick work
Yeah.
of it too.
Yeah, it's
I keep forgetting to
very
crack blade.
bullyable boss. You can keep hitting every move of his has openings,
Yep.
even for a weapon that's slower.
One more charge. No, that does it itself. I was gonna say one more
It
charge
is-
heavy after, but
Yeah,
those riposts just deal such massive damage.
yeah, because of the split damage. Like the
Mhm.
split damage on the Black Steel Great Hammer is just so good.
And then
for
we
the
will see
riposte.
Chris entering another boss as well.
Oh, let's
Yeah,
go.
it's going
Finally a
to
boss
finally
doing
get to Academy
real
Key.
significant damage. To him.
And meanwhile, we have Wormface for Hooser as DTS.
Yep, let's go
As
ahead
he
and go
makes
back
his
to
way
full
to
screen.
Capital.
I'll be very interested to see Chris's reaction to seeing Wormface because in our bingo match, he struggled on Wormface for a good little while. So we'll see. Has he gotten better at it? Is he more confident with it?
Even if I don't have 2 great runes, I sometimes go for the GTS because I'm gonna go there anyway, right? So
Yep. And I have
it's
noticed
not
a
a bad
lot of
idea.
players doing that.
And yeah, no, very good fight by Hooser. I
Oh,
think it's
very.
hitless.
Yeah, it most
Yeah.
certainly is. He made absolutely very quick work of that. We'll go back. Oh, never mind. He finished up his boss fight as well. I was so focused on Hooser, I didn't even realize Chris. Because I mean, we've all seen the tree spirits, so
Yeah, the Tree Spirit is not going to make or break the game at this
No.
point. It is funny that it's always Stormveil at this point, and we don't know. Maybe Rusty Key is also a check, so maybe
Yup.
this
Imagine
could be a
3 in
full
Stormveil.
Stormveil.
Yeah,
Come on, Omen Killer. Get your ass over
that
here.
would be wild. I think that would be a first.
My jump part 2 better than yours.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see now how Helios deals with the Watchdog
Okay, one down.
after, because I do not expect him to die to the flower.
The flower is honestly the harder part of this fight.
Can he get the? He does get the riposte on the flower. Very rare
Yeah.
to get the riposte.
Freaking Miranda, dude.
I think it's actually somewhat easy unless
Nice
you're
try, Miranda.
knocking- Oh, that was a weird angle to the attack. Usually the flower doesn't do that like that.
I should have crouched before.
So
but it's
the
fine.
way that it does it is it does it in the direction that you're standing when you're hitting it.
Oh,
So
it's
you could
this
be
one.
standing
Great.
anywhere and it'll
Okay.
get you with it.
Gotta get the boss.
But the
okay, there we
way that
go.
it staggers,
Crystal darts. Oh, I only have
is
3.
different.
Okay. Well, then
Oh,
we're
he
just
has
gonna
crystal
kill them.
darts.
Yeah, I noticed a few. Of
Actually,
them
I think it's
picked up
one crystal dart
darts,
for every
but
imp, so I
believe
might actually
Chris
try to use it on
and
them.
Hoosier both used his crystal darts on the balloons.
Can you like? Okay,
He has
By
only
Eevee.
3. He
that makes
missed
sense.
1,
Sure. Yeah, dude, that totally
and
makes
I believe
sense.
you need 2 to make the imps go against each other.
You little shit.
So it's over for the crystal darts. Alabaster.
Oh my
They are
god.
trolling
Just
him so
fucking
hard.
die.
Okay, Hoosier
Oh, there
finds
we go. It's one shot.
Alabastas,
Okay,
and
that's not
he's
bad.
been saving up Somber or Smithings or Sombers.
This
Yeah.
has his patience in not having the weapon.
Okay,
set up.
gotta get like 2 more of those
left handed
guys, I
with
think,
an
and then the
unwieldable
boss.
Mm-hmm.
Just paid off.
They're like
completely.
going
It paid
home.
off
They think the
big
fight's
time.
over.
Like now he can just pivot to Alabaster. He might have.
Fight's
like,
not
I
over,
think, a
little
6
shit. Oh, for
plus 6
fuck's
Alabaster
sake.
ready to go now.
Boss is
He has
coming,
the damage.
yeah.
He
Thought
has
so.
the stats.
Helios really struggling getting these imps down. They are trolling him.
This
like
is honestly
crazy.
the worst fight ever.
They're going
Like, who
far from
cooked
him.
this?
The funny thing is, like, just yesterday I played a seed that had this.
Oh,
boss
you're
as,
kidding.
I believe I was with Gino.
Not.
I believe it was Morgoth.
Fucking do not.
So I died the first attempt, but the second attempt I was far enough that it not aggro to me.
Don't bleed.
I tried to get the
Bleeding would
the
be
boss
really bad now.
to get to me with kukris, and it worked. So the boss went to me, and the
Oh,
imps
you're fucking
decided to
joking.
not join.
Okay, no, yes, no, yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay, just
He
a watchdog now.
has- Oh, yeah, he killed all the imps.
Better not
he
choke
can
the
do-
watchdog.
If he does it hitless, it
Oh,
should be-
come
oh,
on.
Yeah,
He
Where's
does
my
have
meat?
3 meat dumplings.
I really don't want to do this again. Okay, I'm very lucky that...
Yeah, the damage is great. So if he can get the second jump,
Okay.
oh, got
I pressed the
blocked
wrong button.
Weirdly there.
And I'm not taking any chances. Okay, fuck you. Fuck you and your stupid ass imps.
Oh no,
I rolled the wrong direction for some reason.
agreed.
Nice.
3 raw meat dumplings for a watchdog.
3 fucking
That's the price.
raw meat dumpling on Watchdog. Incredible.
He
And he
literally
got
said
it.
the same thing as you. That's hilarious. And he
Uh,
does not get a great room, but we will go
really,
ahead and
dude?
stay full screen because he is about to open the.
Sure.
Wait, does he have discarded
Discarded.
Palisky? I believe
He does because
I'm gonna
it's
get
Red
Troll Knight
Wolf's
Sword
up.
draw.
Or Ritual Spear up. I'm not sure which one. Probably Troll Knight Sword.
And no
Oh,
luck.
holy shit, the great.
No luck. It's all in Stormveil.
Chris is feeling real, or not Chris. Hoosier is looking really good right now.
Yeah, yeah. If he gets a rune out of Morgoth, might as well be GG.
Oh,
Like,
for
it's-
sure.
It
And-
is going to take a long time for them to do the Stormveil play
Mhm.
eventually.
And a lot of people tend to hold off on it for quite a while.
Yeah, because that elusive idea of getting Margits and Morgoth, like getting Margits things out of Morgoth. The thing is, you're not saving that much when you get to this level of like a weapon and the character. How much time do you take to kill the Margit replacement? Unless it's something horrific, you take like 20-30 seconds.
Yeah.
If you're going to check Godric anyway, that's what you're saving. You're saving 20-30 seconds. But if the Great Rune is at Margit, you're not saving that much
Yep.
in comparison. And we have
I'm
Moog.
tired.
Be-
Is it Sewer
Alright.
Moog or is it real mode?
He came in facing them. I'm gonna say it's fake mode. I think sewer mode will be facing away from you.
That was
right?
weird
Or
and
real
glitchy.
mode.
Yeah, I think real mode would have done Nihil by now as well. Oh, he does.
Okay,
It's
it
Moog
is
Lord of
real
Blood.
mode.
Now, how good is your Moog? Moog is a required boss. It's the first actual required boss of the seed because you technically could do DTS or Fias.
Yep. We do see Chris using the Ash of War coming in really handy on this flower right now.
Yeah, it's fire and a lot of damage. But let's see if the imps are kind to him. He immediately says, oh no. Yeah, Hoozer's about to get the Nihil. Oh, he
Oh!
got hit by the transition attack. And Moog is going to weird places there, and Hoozer gets killed.
Oh, Hoozer. Alright, we'll go ahead and go to Chris for a moment. He's already killed all the imps.
Helios went and got the Pure Blood Knight's medal and went straight.
Okay.
Where the hell is the
Moog
stagger?
went.
Yeah, that's right.
Stormvale is not a place for them.
Shit, did he fly into the
GG,
goddamn
Chris.
corner?
I
That
think
was a very good fight again.
Yeah,
Like Chris
yeah.
is balling, man. Like
he
it's
really
so
is.
sad that he's not getting the rewards for like he's been playing awesome.
Yeah, his gameplay has been top tier. Not that Hoozers and Helios hasn't, but they have been struggling more than Chris for sure.
Now I wonder
Welcome
why
in, Snarf.
Hoozer's still using the Black Steel even though he got Alabaster.
Welcome in, Rando. Very
Maybe-
interesting, yeah.
Maybe he's missing a Somber.
I think he is. He's missing one of the earlier Sombers.
But like even
Arado
if
right
you're
now,
missing 4,
yeah.
because I know he has 3-2 and he has the Somber Stone Bellberry.
He broke.
So even if he's missing 4, a plus
Fuck
3
yes, he broke.
Alabaster would be much better for this fight
For sure.
because it's faster.
Arado, right now, Hoozer is in the lead by quite a bit. He does have the 2 Great Runes while the others have none. But we do see Helios about to get his first Great Rune. He pivoted away from Moog and is now going to Margit. And you're good, Arado.
Yeah.
I hope your day has been wonderful, my
Helios-
friend.
He just got the first Great Rune. Now if he goes straight to Godric and kills the
Get over
Lamenter,
here.
Yep.
he should be good to go to Capital. Too very far behind Hoover.
And he also got the Dectus key, so he knows that Rusty Key is a viable check. So I'll be interested to see if he does choose to go Rusty Key as well. Who's really having some trouble with this mode right now? Ooh, he gets
He's
a big
not
stagger.
very used to the weapon and the timing, so
Yup.
he's playing more carefully now that I died once. And you see, like, he knows where the Great Rune. He knows Stormvale was the play, and it could very well be that Helios. Oh, he dies again.
What?
Oh, who's?
Bro, what is that fucking double hitbox?
He wanted Malenia,
don't
but he
get
got
it.
Moog instead.
Yep.
I mean,
We'll go.
yeah,
Big
I would be
Stream with
very
Chris.
unhappy. I would be very unhappy with that as well. Like if I
Oh,
want
yes, pure
Malenia and then
blood
I get
metal
them.
lot.
Like I'm not. Oh,
But,
Helios
do I
gets
really wanna use
murdered in
pure blood like
Stormvale. Oh my god.
I
Everybody
mean,
wants that item.
Yeah, yup.
And then And that item is just the Staff of the Great Beyond, which is sad.
So Chris is the one. Yeah, he's going Moog. He is the one most likely to be able to get through here and kill the boss at this point.
Probably. The question now, though, is like he's going to have a bit of trouble probably with Moog eventually, because the weapon, if I'm not mistaken, does a bit of fire damage, and Moog is 80% resistant to fire.
Yep.
Which is absurd considering that Fire Giant is only 50% resistant. Okay, second phase for Loser here.
Nice stagger.
He wants to get this now because we all know 2 deaths may be fine, but 3 deaths is a certified incident.
Yep.
And obviously he doesn't know how far ahead he is, so
Oh,
it
get over
gets,
here.
like, the pressure might be,
Yeah, it really gets into your
So-
head.
yeah, like, let's say the number of particle effects on display right now is blinding.
Very much so. Moog is a lot going
Also-
on fight.
Yeah, and the colors make more sense with the whole palette that you see in Mogo in Palace,
Dude,
right?
he's
Yeah,
not.
here
I
they're-
can't build up
they're just
poise
too
because
bright.
he's not following
Yeah.
through on his combos because he's breaking in this goddamn arena.
But I am surprised he's not using Alabaster. It would have been much more beneficial.
Yeah, all it takes is just a couple checks to get a potential.
No, but even at plus
Missing
3, I
Sombra
think
Stone.
it would. I think it would do more DPS because this, like, you would be able to do more.
And there he goes. He gets it.
Okay, now
We'll go big
The
screen
finish
with
of-
Helios.
Lamenter, yeah, he will get the second Great Rune and can go straight to Capital, and the incidents, the semi-incident with Hooser might make like the opportunity for Helios to catch up a little bit.
Yep.
And if he gets lucky with the third or fourth check, it could surpass
Ridiculous.
Hooser now.
All right, and then we will be seeing Chris enter the Moog fight as well.
Yeah, let's see. Maybe he also gets it, like 2 Great Runes out of here. It's possible.
Yep.
But actually, in his position, I don't know if it would be that beneficial, because if Capital is empty, like Helios and Hooser, Hooser is going to go now first, but then it's Moog time.
Yep.
Like you don't wanna sleep on Moog on this. Let's
Alright.
see who that is. Feltwing.
Dual
Okay.
blood guys.
Should be very
Wonder if
easy.
they're
The
against,
first
like,
the first one
Lifeline.
comes
Yep.
to you first.
Yeah,
Let's
and the other
see
one's just
how
kind of
tanky
chilling
they
in the
are.
back.
Oh, very nice opening.
He
Also,
knows
these
the
guys are
strafes on the
very
fight,
easy-
so
Yeah, also these guys are very easily backstabbable.
the other one is starting to creep a little bit forward, so he does need to be a little bit careful.
Oh, he needs to be careful.
Oh,
Oh, very nice. The move set on the weapon is,
it's
like,
a bit
kinda like-
weird.
yeah, it's kind of like working in his favor. Like it's almost like he knows exactly how to fight this weapon.
Oh, and by the way, Hooser
Ouch.
just finished off a boss as well, and it
And
was the
I did
clean
not
rat
see.
night. It was a clean rat night.
I did not see. It was like 5 seconds.
Ow!
It was a clean rat night, and he did not get a rune. But we
Jesus.
will go ahead and
Well,
go
he
full
might-
screen as, or
He
well,
might get road.
we'll go double screen, as he picks up his rolled check. Chris struggling a little bit with the second one.
The second one's more dangerous. You need to be careful with the buffed sword.
And there are no
Cleaver.
great runes in capital. Potentially sewer mode, but we'll see. So we'll go back with Chris as he
Back
continues
shots
up
or
this
so-
fight.
Sewer Moog is a check that I'm surprised more people don't take because it is not that slow.
Yeah,
Out of
it's
blue.
If you only
it's
need
not
one-
terrible.
Oh, he's
Dude.
almost one shot now, but he can backstab them. Doesn't have any more blue.
Yeah, he needs to be
Cannot get
really
tagged.
careful here.
He ducked it.
That was crazy.
Ouch.
Oh, and he goes down.
no.
Dude.
That's unfortunate.
So we
It's very
will,
unfortunate.
and we will see Hooser just continuing to the rolled lift, just to do some checks and stuff along the way.
Yeah, that is a play that I think is
Ordinarily better.
very underappreciated. Like
Now that
I
I got
think
all my
more
shit.
people are going to do now. Because you don't lose anything by doing it,
Mhm.
except maybe, I I don't even know what you could lose. Like maybe just like lose rhythm, but I myself I like to like
You-
pace myself, like
like
and do a
5
fight and then
seconds.
do like a yeah.
It's like 5 seconds to get the grace. It's
I mean, yeah, no, not even that time loss. I'm thinking like the time loss of just not the time loss, but like loss of rhythm in the way you're playing. Like you're just
Gotcha.
moving through things, and then you stop to do a running section. I prefer to do it that way. There's a Somber 7 for Helios in a check that I thought I was the only one who did.
okay.
Also got determination out of it, but determination
Okay.
is just an Ash of War,
Look how
and
much
now
better
he
it's
has
going, man.
Alabaster. I believe
fuck
Helios
is
would
that?
say that Alabaster is cringe.
Dude, get your ass back
Yeah,
over
but we'll
here.
see if he does decide to use it. He's using the Troll's Greatsword right now. I don't think he's gonna pivot away from it.
Dude, why is this one so much harder than the other one?
Well, it's funny. Like the two of them have Alabaster, but they're not using it.
Yep.
Why is
And
this one so much
the
harder?
only
Just the
one
moveset's just
who
weirder.
has a somber weapon online still didn't get to see Alabaster.
Backstab.
Now, Hooser is going to probably lose some time doing the Renala check. After that, what would be your first check, Gene? Like, all of Liurnia is done. All of Liurnia is done. Well, Hooser didn't do Makar as well. But like,
I'm gonna get
all
a
of
drink here just
Liurnia
in
is done.
case.
All of Lingrave is basically done except for Rusty Key and Leonine.
Eith-
Kaled is
either-
done.
Either Volcano
do you do?
Manor or Underground at this point, if I was Hooser.
Yeah, I feel like Underground is
Or, well,
probably...
Moog, actually, because he does have the medallion. Oh, and Chris goes
Oh,
down
that's true.
again.
Oh no!
No.
Where's the stagger, dude?
He was waiting for the stagger but didn't get it.
Yeah, you gotta be really careful with that second one. I like jump attacks because
Dude,
jump
where the
attacks
fuck is the
typically
stagger?
knock
I'm
both of
so
them out of
fucking
whatever
confused,
move
bro.
they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I don't like how they just have these moves where they just like ignore getting poised out.
And so we will be approaching the Moog fight with Helios, the gold-free replacement
Oh
fight.
great, now his brother is in the mix.
And this is an okay weapon
Ah.
for it. he is not specially. Oh, Chris
Oh,
gets
Chris.
grabbed. And yeah, he thought about quitting out, but it's better to die
Dude,
here
Yeah.
to
I
get
can't
your
believe this
flasks
is
back.
happening to me right now.
Although I didn't think he actually got to use any.
And this is actually the
Please just
first
need to
time we've seen
fuck
Chris
off.
struggling on a boss.
Yeah, I think he's getting too like he wants to get this
It's real Moog,
fast
that's fine.
and kind of messing with just doing
Still
it
fine.
like carefully. And we saw something
Helios's
similar.
damage is not good here.
Yeah, it is not awesome. Like he's going to have a very long second phase.
Well, this isn't gonna roadblock anybody because this is an easy boss, but hopefully, like if
He
I get
does have
lucky,
better
someone dies to it.
flasks than Hoosier had though at that point.
Yeah. And we do
Slightly
see
better,
Hoosier
but-
going back to Renala at this point.
I want to see how low I can
And
get
now
him.
he has the health bar to take it.
Worth.
And he finally leveled
think I can
to
get
the
another
level of
stagger
the
before.
that's two great hammer. Why is he not going alabaster? Like
I'm
even up
very
to
Bonus.
confused at that as well.
Yeah, like that. But I'm not.
like, and if you
Close.
and
Oh,
at
I got
this
it.
point, why not do Elemer? Like if you
That's
need
nice.
a 4, or if you need a 5, just like do +4. Get a 5 from underground. It's very likely to get. Okay, second phase for Helios. He did manage to
Get
get
quite a
like
bit of damage.
yeah, as best as possible, I would say,
Mhm.
considering the situation. So the second phase is going to be the shortest possible, but like it's still going to be long.
For sure. And we will actually pivot over to Chris as he dies. Oh,
Oh my
no.
god.
I was just going to say he's about to clean this up, and then he ends up dying.
Because obviously
Oh.
there's no space.
And yeah, Rado, Helios is really making just easy work of this boss right now. And this is going to allow him to really gain a lot of time on Hoosier.
Yeah, like technically the moment he gets if he goes to road immediately as Blizzard did, we will know pretty much like how much of a difference
Yep.
that is at this point. Because there's still like Renala to be killed here. And the discarded palace key to be checked, and I believe that there wasn't anything else that. Oh no, I think Chris needs to pivot right now.
Yeah,
We've
I
seen
think
like a
he should.
similar problem in the first match when Gino was actually much ahead, but the problem was he decided to go for Moog as the check, and
Yep.
it was a check. It was a great rune, but it was messy.
Oh, that
so
missed.
it
Unfortunate.
not only took a long time, but like any mistake was fatal.
I'm pretty sure this is damn near hitless from Helios. He's making really easy work of this.
Yeah, I think he only needs 2 hits now, and not only hitless.
Oh.
But, oh, I.
Takes a
Oh.
big hit, but he should. Yeah, he's
Okay.
That was a bit of a curse from us, but now it should be fine.
Hoosier just got the. He is now on his way to Moog, so we'll see how Hoosier does here. And Chris
Yeah,
goes down again.
Yeah, I think he needs to pivot. Like it's not going to. Like at this point, it's not worth it.
Yep.
Now, Hoosier not getting the grace is interesting.
Very interesting. I mean, he
it's
could just
just
use the
5
medallion
seconds.
again, but.
Dude,
Yeah,
get
but
over here.
it's a bigger time loss.
Mm-hmm.
And this is not a place where you think, oh, I am going to get an easy time. You're not going to
No.
like.
I
this
go
is
in
the-
there every time expecting absolute horrendousness.
This is just the demonic party. Like you get all the like. This is basically Halloween. We were at like Halloween week, and yeah, this is just like very bad situation. But he got the Steak America. Yeah, I hope Chris gets it now.
Yeah, I don't think the Asha War is good on the second one. On the first one, it seems to be doing really good, but on the second one, it's just not worth it.
the Clean Rod Knight for Helios. Should get a stagger now. Oh, it's chill. Okay, now he got it.
Yeah, we'll go in on Helios as he finishes up the fight.
Oh my
Ow.
god, the damage. It's not that much that the boss is difficult, but the damage on the second one is so much higher.
Yep.
Like he could tank other things from the other, but like,
Really?
this one is just not very tankable.
Helios
At least
not
not with
happy with
disfigure.
the lack of Great Rune.
I mean, he will probably go Mogwin.
Yeah.
As Hoozer's going now.
Yep. Hoozer will be entering the fight soon as well. Is he finally gonna upgrade Alabastas or?
No, he's at plus 21. Well, at this point, plus 21.
Oh, yeah, you
I
just keep it.
guess you keep it, but I would still maybe go Elemer. Like if this is a great rune, after like Moog is like Moog drops one, then any check is a check, right? Elemer
Chris
should
gets a
be
big
fine.
stagger.
I think
He'll finish it
he's
up,
got it
yep.
now. I can see it as clear as day.
Come on, at least one great rune.
Nice, he gets
Oh,
a big bounty,
this is
but
so
no
rough.
great rune.
Looks like we're gonna see some underground ones. Now we do still have Elemer, Leonine, and like you said, Helios is going to go rolled as well. So we will
Now
go
know
big
that
on
Moog
Hoozer.
is nothing, so this is going to be a waste of time for Hoozer. I mean,
Yep.
it is a lot of money.
Oh wait,
but
2 jumper, 2 staggers
do you
with
need more
Crag? This
money
is
at this
fine.
point? Probably not. Like, it's... I mean, it's always good to have it, but he
Hoozer-
already has, like, 40 vigor, I think.
Yeah, Hoozer very happy here with the double jump R2 staggering with Cragblade. And he has a lot more health than Chris did, so I don't think we'll see nearly as much of an issue here. Chris deciding to go Volcano Manor.
By the way, I didn't see that apparently he has the Blade of Mercy as a talisman, because I'm seeing the symbol under the stamina bar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he is making very quick work of these. Just absolutely
guys-
destroyed them.
These guys have not much poise to endure this situation.
All right, let's see his reaction. Where does he go? He's going Volcano as well.
Red card, we go.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that's the better check at this point.
So there
because
is
you
a
still need
Solari. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, you still need two, so
Yep.
you want to go to the place more checks, right?
For sure. And we do see a Solaria Knight as you jump down into the lava, so that'll be interesting how each player deals with that. Chris made it through without any issue.
Now, the funny circumstance is, let's say Rykard is a check,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a double check. Chris could get like
Oh.
basically everybody. Oh no,
Arena, I'm
not a
gonna lie.
boss to be here.
So this is really interesting because Hoozer has actually practiced this exact boss in this exact arena. So this will be really interesting how he plays this fight. Because we
I mean,
actually had
he
it
has-
twice in a row in practice runs.
Oh, but Siluria throws him a little bit. But like, he has the perfect weapon for this.
Yeah.
It's a holy weapon. It's a bonk weapon.
Yep. Holy bonk.
my-
He's going to make pretty quick work of it as long as he could dodge it. And as you can see, Chris is really good here with the DLC bosses. Making
Yeah,
really
he's-
quick work of this Putrescent Knight.
He's shredding it, and I don't think this is. I mean, it is a good weapon in general, but not the perfect weapon for this boss. Because
Miguel?
you don't have that many openings for colossal
I'll take that.
moveset.
That's
Yep.
all good.
And oh, he's spludging all up the
Yeah.
ceiling. So
His splooges are just getting completely
go.
whiffed.
Easy
Very
cube knife
nice.
fight.
Very, very nicely
and
done by
no
Chris.
great rune yet.
We will go big screen with Hooser as he approaches the fight as well, just to kind of see his reaction, because I know he's going to have an interesting reaction for us.
For sure.
Why is it always this bastard?
He's not happy. You practice this exact boss in this exact arena, Hooser. You should be fine.
This is the perfect weapon for it.
His
Look at the
damage,
damage.
yeah, his damage is absolutely amazing.
And I believe they all got the Sanctified Wet Blade. If, like, by any means he gets stuck here, he could just put a Sacred Affinity. Actually, it should have been a Sacred Affinity by now as well. You get more damage than by the Heavy Affinity.
That was a big bonk.
Charge attack, very good. Is he going to splurge the same way?
There's not
I
really a
think it is.
strat when he's not in his
Yeah.
own arena. You just
Yep.
kind of
And he gets the
randomly
Oh, he got the
big...
spam
stagger right after. Okay, this is
Yeah,
this is
that's
guaranteed
GG's for
now.
Hooser.
He just got to road, and now he's going to check Rusty Key. Now, if Rusty Key has one, I think they might. Oh, Hand of Millennia right there. Just a weird pickup. Now, I believe Chris like is probably going to go for a Rykard first, and then Teneth.
I have
Still
no
needs
idea
great-
about their Stone Sword Key situation, so
Oh my God, Loser almost got deleted by the Albinaric there.
he's got a Curse Blade coming up as well. I noticed it on Chris's screen as Hooser was fighting Putrescent.
Let's see. Oh, there it is at the same point that the Abductor is.
Yep. He gets by it much easier than Chris did. Helios actually
was-
doing Rusty Key checks, so we're going to check in on him as he gets this, because I'm really curious as to what this is.
Get
Just
smacked.
deleted that dog. Oh my. Okay, so it was
Super
actually
cute.
just
Nothing.
nothing.
Oh, it is
Alright,
the Iron Wet Blade, so-
We do have Red Card here
What's
with
that?
Chris.
Oh, okay. That's all right.
And
Sounds
it's
good.
Perfumer and Misbegotten.
So another duo fight.
Yeah, this everybody does
Can I aggro that one?
differently. Like some people prefer to take the Perfumer first.
Yep. It's
Some
gonna be pretty
prefer
good.
to take the Misbegotten. In
First
this
phase
arena,
looking
I
alright.
would rather have the
You cut out Rambling.
because yeah, like a lot of people disagree about this fight. Like who is the best to start with? Like Perfumer or Misbegotten? It's a large arena, so I prefer the Misbegotten. Because the Perfumer doesn't get in the way.
Yeah. And then you get the hard one out of the way at the start.
Oh,
Nice
he's
one,
one
Lyle.
health.
My
He's
goodness,
literally
Chris.
one health.
We do see Hooser
Jesus
also
Christ.
sitting at the Grace right in front of Red Card, so we'll see Hooser here as well. So we're going to go ahead and go full screen.
Meanwhile, Helios is going underground.
Oh, and we got Meteor the Finger Mommy. Another one that I'm sure Chris is
no.
very happy about seeing, but I know Hooser's not going to be happy about this.
No, he's not going to be, and he doesn't have status effects. Like that's what makes this fight kind of like easier because you get the like it's very easy to get a frost and a bleed out of
Oof.
Meteor, but you really don't want to be. Oh, very nice.
Very nice. And Hooser
Magnetic.
dies to the Misbegotten.
Yeah, he's in for a treat and he doesn't know it yet.
Yup. So Chris doing a strat that he taught me. You tank the first one, let it knock you down, and then you wait till the second wave goes, and then you just let it just pass right past you.
Yeah, pretty much. Like the timing, even if you want to roll, there's like the perfect timing if you get knocked out first. Oh, the problem is, I don't think he. Yeah,
Nope. He goes down.
this he was
Uh,
shopping for the stagger. I understand.
yeah. He was risking it for the biscuit, and sadly, the biscuit bit him back.
Yeah, Chris was doing very, very well in the first hour,
He
but he
was.
was not getting the great runes, and now it's probably getting to him the fact that like he's been
Oh, and
fighting
Hoosier
the.
dies to the perfumer.
Oh my god!
He was trying so hard to get that riposte, but just the perfumer just kept blasting away at him.
It
We're
is
gonna go big screen on Chris for a moment, and I'm gonna step away for just a second.
it is
Oh my
definitely
god.
not the
Whatever,
perfect
whatever.
match
That
by
guy,
any
that guy coming
stretch
first.
for
That's
anybody.
fine.
I would say Helios is doing the best in terms of like combining
Bro.
the checks
Slow walk towards me.
and the fights, but he's a
Thank you.
bit behind Hoosier still. Oh my god. It's a very dangerous circumstance. Oh my god, that attack took half his health bar. Record scaled high enough that anything is a menace here.
Oh my god.
Chris also dies to the misbegotten.
Dude, he used
This is just
that
so
perfume
like
move
just,
at
just
the
too much.
exact
In that
worst
circumstance, sometimes
time.
the best thing to
Hello,
do
Orange
is
Juice.
go
Welcome to the
underground
stream, man.
because the underground
Dude,
bosses
he
are much
used the
faster
shield move at
to
the
kill.
exact worst time.
Like they're dying here, so they're taking longer to do the
That's
check
cursed, bro.
than
What the fuck is this?
Helios might take to do
What
Mimic
the fuck
Cheer
am I
and Valiant
watching?
Guards or Regal. Let's see if Chris can get this now. Hoosier is at
I am
Matter.
back.
Get your ass over here.
Oh, I missed his
Yeah,
reaction.
Hoosier just got to Matter. He died once again, but now he got the fight.
We got triple boss fights, so I will have everybody on the screen.
Yeah, we have Makar's Mimic, should not take much. Oh, that damage is not great.
No, his damage is headshots
Like-
aren't absolutely atrocious, but the rest of it is really bad. And he's not gonna be able to get the headshots because of the magma.
Oh no,
He tries to greet
Hoosier.
it anyways. Hoosier lives? Okay.
Oh, he.
And then he
Okay.
gets okay, this isn't
That
absolutely
is the
atrocious.
okay attack. That is the okay attack,
Oh,
but not if you go all in like this. Oh my god, how did he avoid the fingers?
No idea. Got really lucky there.
He only needs one hit. And
Let's
he
go in
got
on
it.
who's?
Die.
Clutched it out.
DG who's?
Had more trouble with the misbegotten.
Yeah.
And there's a third great room there.
And then he immediately
Damn.
pivots to go to Tanith.
Okay.
Dude, what?
Let's
What
see,
happened
Chris. Maybe Chris
Okay.
can get this and get his first great room.
2, 3.
And then as Helios finishes up Makar, I will go ahead and
Oh my
switch
God, the
over just to get
fingers.
his reaction.
Okay.
Nice.
And is it a great rune? It is not.
Not a great room.
And Chris goes down again to the mommy.
Yeah, it's not easy
Bro,
to
what
do
is
this
this
boss with that
Mm-mm.
like
Excuse me.
that colossal. Yeah.
This is.
It's
this
really
is a
sad to
fucking
see
mean-
because
mistake,
Chris's
bro.
first
It's not
attempt
even
against
like-
it,
it's
he
not
was
even
melting it really easily.
I might be.
Yeah,
wrong
then-
now,
it's
but
the
dude, this is like bad.
it's the first
RNG to
attempt
the fullest,
syndrome.
bro.
The
What
first
fuck
time
this?
is the easiest,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get in your head.
Get your ass over here.
Yeah,
Come on.
Helios is going straight to the Regal Ancestor.
Get your ass over
He
here.
might be
Check.
doing what I do and lighting the first couple and then going straight to Gargoyle. Because that's what I've been doing. I get these first two, I get the Grace, and then I go straight to Gargoyle.
I think he likes to do Regal first and then go to guards.
Yeah, we'll see what he decides to do.
Because then he does some checks here. I don't know if he needs anything. He got a Somber 6. Maybe he already has it.
We
And a
will
Smithing 5.
we
I
will
know,
also
dude.
check in here on Hooser, as
Who's
he
I'm
gets
not-
to
I'm
Tanith
not sure. This
and
really depends on, like,
potentially his 4th Great
I
Rune.
wonder if they're like getting stuck on this boss,
Let's
man.
see.
Honestly, I could have done.
He joins the vote. Oh, he
Dwight.
doesn't need to join even.
Nope.
And he
And
got
he
great
does.
stars.
Okay. The smithing weapons have been quite interesting
Oh,
this
he
run.
has just got the two-handed sword talisman.
Oh, that is very good. And Hooser deciding to go back to Precipice.
Yeah, he didn't do Makar. It's
Yep.
right there. Should be fast now.
Yep. He should be able to clean this fight up pretty quickly. Come
Chris
on,
is
Chris.
back at Metir.
Chris has completely frozen for me.
Yeah, he did freeze a little bit for me as well. I'm gonna
Yep.
Yeah, it's back.
I refreshed, and it's good. We will go ahead and stay here on Chris, since we know that
What?
Bale is not a
Okay,
check,
next
but if
time
need
don't
be, then
block.
we can switch
Take
over.
extra damage when you block incorrectly.
Just to kind of get his reaction at the end. We also will have Moose on the screen as well here very shortly.
What the fuck?
Oh, that laser attack is so hard.
Okay.
Okay, he got away from
Whatever,
it.
I have a
He's
lot of
taking it more
And this is
patiently.
not
Oh, the
good.
laser. Yeah, the laser, like, this is just like,
damage.
you tank the first and you get close to the second like he's doing
Yep.
because then it doesn't hit you. Got to be too close there.
The
Yeah,
damage was a
Bale is
lot less
just
than I thought it would be.
Bear is just melted
Oh, yeah.
by Hooser now. And he doesn't get anything. Like we all...
Yep. Not really much of a reaction from him.
Yeah, ouch.
Okay, so
Dude, can you get your ass over here? Okay, thank God you didn't use
Chris
that
only
guy in
needs
front
a
of me.
couple hits, I think.
Fuck you.
There he
Well,
goes.
or one Ash of War. He gets
Yeah.
his first great rune.
Right
I don't know
one.
what Regal was because I
One
was
great
looking
Yeah,
at
I completely
Mature.
missed it as well.
And it's not even like, yeah, I missed it completely. I'm sorry about that. It's too many.
Yeah, I also apologize. I completely missed that fight as well. Hooser deciding to do the imbued sword key check in Kaled now.
No, I think he's actually going to Radon. He never did Radon because he
Oh,
went
that's
straight to
right.
Capital.
That's right. He just completely skipped Radon.
And now that Rykard is done, Moog is done.
Oh,
he
Helios
doesn't have-
gets mini bowls. Little stone troll.
Oh no. The cousin of the 5-time champion.
5 times, and he gets stomped immediately.
And he gets
Okay.
his open up, but I don't know if this time if the cousin can do what balls can.
Chris is going to Tanith here. He really needs to make a decision and go to Stormvale.
Yeah,
He's sleeping on Stormvale.
That
really-
hits you.
But now we are getting to the point like we know Radon doesn't have one, so Loser's
Okay.
a bit wasting a little bit of time here.
Yep.
Underground, we don't know if it paid off for Helios. Let's see if he gets a great rune here.
He does
He
not.
does not.
Okay, so I think he set up Ancestor and then
Okay.
went straight to Gargs. So I think he, or I don't know if
No,
he
I
fought
think
it.
he did. I think he did.
Plus
go
8 this
there.
bad boy.
It was
Yeah, we
enough
just
time.
straight up missed it. It must have been a
Yeah.
really quick fight.
It was very quick, probably. And the fact that he continued for Valiant Guards does not show anything because it could very well be just just like getting the fourth is faster, right? But also you're already there. Oh,
Could you
is he
imagine?
going down? Is he going down? Like maybe he is planning on doing the move. Oh, he didn't do the moves, I guess.
Yeah, I don't think we would have missed it. I think he just, Yeah, he's going to it now.
Okay.
So
okay.
so yeah, he set it
So
up
we're
and
not
then went
as
guards.
bad as we
Yeah.
thought we were.
We didn't do as bad as we thought, guys.
Oh my god, Chris, please go Stormvale.
Mello,
Just
if
go to
this is a
Margit.
Hallig tree, I would just die laughing, honestly. That would be crazy. Because
The question is,
he's
do
going
we
Stormvale finally, Chris.
did we see? Yeah, and Margit is going to be enough. And the problem is, does he remember to go Godric right after? Like, not think about anything else. Just go Godric. Because
He
we like
he
if the fourth
might.
great rune is very difficult, he might catch up. He might be able to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
Like it needs to be like a style
No, we'll keep it
or
big
Haley
screen for
tree.
everybody. But we will pivot to the big screen on Helios as he finishes up the fight to see what he gets.
Yeah, and it's a record fight, so it's just a mindless poke. But
Yeah.
we might get a great rune out of him.
Yep. I'm really surprised at Hooser not going to Radon this whole time.
I mean, he went to Margit, and then he got uh the two great runes at
Helios
Godric.
has
So
balls as well.
and that was a great
One more.
rune.
Yup.
Regal is a great rune.
Regal is a great rune. So we know that now. He's going Moog, which is going to be a waste of time here, but he doesn't know yet. Chris is happy or it's something.
What the fuck is this?
He's happy but
Oh,
mad.
God.
Yeah, he got the Margit
Yeah.
great rune. He even forgot to mark. He's marking now, I think, the Millennia great rune.
He's kind of wasting some time here. He should do that when he's in the quit out screen. When he's in the main screen.
Yeah, that's true. But one thing he should know, like he didn't lose yet. Like he can still catch up.
Mm-hmm.
The problem obviously is now we know check. Uh I believe Hooser might do Mimic Cheer right after this Radon fight. I don't think he's going. I don't think he's going to sleep on underground after Radon and everything he's done. So
Yeah, I think we will
like
see who's going to Big Moose
maybe he
here.
does Leonine first, but that's just like a little bit more
I
time.
would be surprised to see him do that.
Yeah, it's the only thing that I cannot that I can think that he would do before doing underground. I mean, he'll probably get to look height first.
Let's see his thoughts here as he heads there. I forgot to get Chris's reaction to seeing Wormface, and he gets death blighted. It
Oh,
continues
no, yeah.
his troubles with Wormface.
So long, man.
He got too close to the effect, to the death blight effect.
Mhm.
It's not some. Yeah, that's the thing you need to be more concerned about. Like Wormface moveset is easy. The problem is he
I guess we go
feels
underground.
the ground with that
I thought
thing
about-
that does hear
But
you
nah, I
for
think we
some
go
reason.
underground.
So he thought about going sewer mode, but decided after teleporting to pivot and go underground instead. And this will
Yeah,
actually work out quite well for him.
Underground is better for pacing. Like I would do sewer mode only if I had done like Radon already. Like Hooser just did Radon, so why not?
Yep. And we do have Helios here fighting the Moog replacement.
Oh, he got. Yeah, he's not getting. Oh, I just.
Yeah,
I was about to say. I was about to say that he was not getting as much hurt by the damage as Chris was, but like they weren't hitting with the biggest hits.
Commentator
they-
curse at play.
I wasn't saying he's doing fine. I was saying.
Well,
I
no,
was
you were saying that
the
he wasn't
damage-
taking that much damage, and then and then he took a
And
lot of
then-
damage.
Then he took the right attacks.
So we see Hooser actually doing a little bit of graveyard. Well, he only grabbed the one item, so he did end up grabbing the remembrance there.
Yeah, I saw gold and decided to.
Yep. Now, interesting. He has not done Dectus or Rusty Key, and he is choosing to not get the Grace there at Dectus and just straight up go underground, which means that if he does later decide to have to go there for any reason, it's going to be a bit of a trouble.
I
In
I
this seed,
wonder
it
if
doesn't matter, but in some seeds, it may.
yeah, I wonder if he's like very concerned that he might be very far behind
I think that
because
is the case.
because like Stormveil into Rykard is not that big of a deal, and he did a lot of additional checks. He died at gold free a couple times.
Yep.
He
So,
died at the Misbegotten, so he's probably concerned that he's behind. But he's actually ahead.
yep.
He
Very interesting here. Helios is now choosing to go Volcano, which means that they are actually going to probably get to mountaintops right around the same time, unless Helios has a skill issue with the two bosses there. Hoozer's bosses are a lot easier, but it'll take around the same amount of time for them to get their Great Runes, so it'll be very
like
interesting.
yeah, I would rather take the worm and I even forgot who Rigo was so fast.
Yeah, it was so fast.
Then just like Putrescent is not exactly a great fight to do, and
True.
also Meteor is not going to be good. So I
Alabaster.
I think even if he doesn't try, he's going to take a to actually get the kills.
Yeah, I don't think Helios has a very good weapon for this, so I think Hoozer will beat him, for sure.
If Chris goes straight to Godric, I wonder like if Fire Giant is bad for Hoozer, he could catch up.
Yeah, well, Chris has to go straight to Godric and then also go underground.
Oh, not necessarily. Maybe he goes Sewer Moog and Sewer Moog has
True, true. He could decide to do that. Helios kind of expertly dodging this Putrescent right now. And his
was
damage is
the
not nearly as bad as I thought it would be.
was the horse missing? Yeah, no, I think he found the materials underground to push the weapon to +9.
Okay.
So
And he dies.
oh
So we will go full
yeah.
Fuck
screen
that.
with Hoozer here.
He's very focused.
Very. In his mind, he thinks he's extremely behind right now, so he's fully locked in at this point.
Yeah, for sure. So I wonder if he's going to do Rigo first or guards.
If he does
Uh,
Regal first, very good
All
for him.
right, there goes
Mhm.
that.
I am curious. I kind of want to stay full screen just to hear his thoughts on where he wants to go. But we will
Chris
go
is
ahead and go
about
back
to
to
pray.
Helios.
I guess.
And Chris is about to face Moog Lord of Blood with a
True.
colossal fire weapon.
Yeah, let's go ahead
I
and
mean,
get
it's not that
Chris's
much
reaction
fire.
to this.
Hello, Moog. Oh, it's regular Moog. Okay, this is gonna be
This
something.
this time Moog did the animation that shows it's real Moog.
Honestly, his damage is really not that bad. All
No.
things considered, it's actually quite good.
Getting the percentage now, but it's very bad considering because like we know
He does need to heal here, or
almost
he's
half
gonna die. Okay.
One.
he is
Two.
doing better now, but still sketchy.
whatever.
It looks like Hooser is committing to Regal here.
Which is the best possible option. I like to do Regal first.
Bro,
Because then
like,
you get the
lay off.
like you get you get back there anyway. You save a little time. Oh, this code.
Chris showed this attack to me the other day. I should have known.
Chris is doing very well in this fight.
He is. We were concerned with his weapon choice for this fight, but it doesn't seem to be bothering him at all.
Yeah, it's going to delete everything else that we saw that he didn't yet. This is the point of concern.
Oh, I'll have to pause.
No.
Yeah, his weapon is +8 and what happened?
Helios, something happened. He said he had to pause, so he stepped away for a second. I don't know how you pause
GG's.
Elden Ring,
Nice.
but
Oh, that's the
Nice
that's
pause,
the
nice pause. I'll
trick
take that.
pause, right?
something. I don't know how to do it, so
Like you kind of trick the game.
gotcha.
God damn it.
Who's is upset at the boss, but he will be happy with the reward.
Oh, that's for sure. It's just free, right? At this
Yeah, it's
point, it's
absolutely
just
free.
very free.
It's one of the
just-
freest bosses in Rando.
This guy's so lame, man.
The only boss that's freer is Rick.
Yeah, it just takes a little bit of time because you cannot upgrade the Serpent Hunter and depending on the scale, it's a lot of points.
Yep. And as we see, Helios did get past the Putrescent.
Yeah, he did.
Hooser is going to be quite a ways ahead, yeah. As long as he doesn't skill issue on the final bosses, I think this one will be in the bag for him. Because
Who's
Helios
going
still has to
tactical
even...
cannon?
Oh,
Why is he going there?
talk to Bernal, maybe? I don't know why.
Spoopy music.
You cannot. You need the
Yeah,
drawing
he needs
room
drawing
key.
room key. I don't know what he's doing. Who's
Alright,
just
that was the
happy?
final one. I'm going to the bathroom.
He's going to the
Yeah,
bathroom.
of course. He's now in goal mode.
Yep.
And it's a nice it's nice that he did a break because then we know how much time he's going to be ahead. He got the 4th great rune and he has Road Valiant,
Yep.
Road Grace at 152. And Helios is already behind on that, but by how much? We'll know.
Yep. So we know 152 is when Who's got his 4th great rune and has road set up, as does Helios. So it'll be, we'll have a very good, like Rambler said, representation of just how far behind Helios will be. Chris really needs to get his butt underground at this point, or go and get lucky at either Elemer, Leonine, or Sewermoke.
Yeah, he's buying things now that he can, with the 2 great runes. But I don't know if this is the best use of time at this point.
No.
He just did like a small pause, but came back. Now, he just needs to get this first try for this to be, unless Fire Giant is very bad for Hooser. For this to be competitive, he needs to do well in Wildcard.
Chris now entering the Morgott replacement fight.
Which is going to be Cake.
Yeah,
God's Lair
we'll get his
+6.
reaction to it. This is so far the easiest boss of the run.
And also,
Alright,
this
what
boss
do we
is
have
weak to
here,
fire.
boys?
Oh
So-
yeah, okay.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to be deleted.
Yeah, deleted. Easy peasy fight.
Mm-hmm.
And we do see Helios deciding to go Tanith first, which is gonna
Well, he
be,
only needs one, right?
Yep, it's
So-
gonna be a time loss here for him, so Now, obviously, it's a 50-50 choice, so you never really know which one you're going to make, but I choose Rykard first because it's a double check, so you have twice the chance of getting it as opposed to going to Tanith.
On the other hand, it's twice as likely or even much more twice to die.
Yep.
Like all like both Hooser and Chris died multiple times at Rykard.
Yep. And so we'll see how
So-
Helios does against it. Hooser has quite the demanding lead at the moment. This is very good for Hooser.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the best case scenario for Helios is an 8-minute distance
Yep.
to Hooser. Like because I do expect the fight to take at least 3 minutes, and so that's the best case scenario. So he
Yep.
needs an incident for point.
Yep. And it looks like Chris is now making his way to Godric.
Yeah, he should get that. He needs a lot more incidents. He'll still need to find the 4th great rune after Godric, and maybe he gets lucky going for Surmog
Yep.
or maybe even 9, but Rigo is going to take a long time. He did not kill Mimic tier yet, so
And so we will go full screen on Helios here as he
What is
enters the
that?
fight.
Okay, Tertium is begotten, I think.
But as soon as Hooser enters his Fire Giant fight, we
I'll
will
try to aggro
switch
the
over to
Misbegotten
that,
first, because...
considering he is in
oh,
the lead
never
at the
mind.
moment.
Didn't work.
oh, he's kiting the boss to make sure that he gets up. Oh, that damage on the perfumer.
He's just getting so lucky not getting hit by this Misbegotten. Wow, that was
very
very
okay,
well
so
done.
what we have for Fire
very lucky
Giant? Godskin Apostle.
Hostile.
But is it
This could be
Godskin
Snail.
Apostle or is it Spirit
Let's
Spirit
see.
Color Snail?
If we
Let's
see
the
white
head.
blood,
Is it blood though?
I think that was white. Yeah,
No,
that's
red.
That's red. Okay.
Great start.
And
I'm just
also
so out of
red
it, dude.
on Hooser.
I'm really out
Also
of it.
very red on
died.
Hooser. Let's go to Helios here as he fights the Finger Mommy.
You're not tricking me with that shit.
Ooh, that was a lot of damage. But he has
Makes
a plus
sense.
10 flask.
Yeah, he's got better flasks than both of the others did at this point. His damage is actually really quite impressive with this weapon.
Stagger, please. Nice.
Yeah, it's
Huge
plus
stagger.
8. It's plus 8 at the moment.
And he should be able to get another attack in. Nope.
Oh, he's going to take the damage and just
Yep.
go in immediately. He might get a stagger. If he,
Oh.
oh no, he missed it by a bit.
Takes a big hit
I
there.
forgot how to dodge that. I feel
Meanwhile,
like someone just
Chris
showed me
killing
that dodge.
Lamenter.
This is the good attack.
We'll get Chris's
Or
reaction
Lamenter.
as he gets his third.
Hey,
yep.
We're done.
Back to Helios.
Can you not do
He's fine
this?
about it.
Okay, this is fine.
Now who's doing better?
Honestly, I
Is the
think Chris
Apostle
is
this
a little
time?
bit upset at that because he slept on Stormveil for so long, and I think he assumes that the others
Oh,
did not,
really?
which he would be assuming correctly.
Laura, bro.
Oh
Literally?
my god, Helios.
Okay, that's fine.
Is that survivable? I think it is.
Yep. And then
And he only
stage
needs
2
one hit.
is Crystallion Duo, so
Which is
Hooser's
great
gonna
for
clean this
Just
up.
Hooser's
tank
weapon.
the,
Yep.
like small hits.
And not very good for Helios' weapon, which has magic damage. I think they are a bit more resistant to it. And they are definitely not resistant to bonk.
All right, so Helios is 7.5 minutes behind.
Jesus.
About what I expected.
Yep,
Like
yep,
I
you
said,
ca-
8 minutes
yep.
was best case scenario.
Yep,
We'll
you
get into
called
Pharaoh.
it pretty much. Very good for Helios to now be on the way, but he does need to pray that Hoozer's skill issues on some of the bosses coming up. Because
Yeah,
he
Hooser
is
did
quite
die to
behind.
Apostle, but it was a very fast
Yeah,
death, so it
right at the
didn't
beginning
lose
of
him
it.
much time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it was just really quick and easy for him. So not bad at all for him. And we will see Chris going to Rusty Key check here.
Which is not going to be good for him, but it is the fastest check he has
Mhm.
available.
He needs to honestly go Sewer Moog or Elemer and pray that it's a great rune, or just immediately start rushing underground. But at this point, to pray for that much of a skill issue on Helios and Hoozer is a lot to ask for.
I mean, maybe he thinks everybody else also was dying at like Bale or
Mhm.
anything. Maybe he can take solace on the fact, like, knowing that Stormveil had two great runes. In his position, I would say, okay, why didn't they finish yet?
Mhm.
Uh, so I would know maybe there is a boss that's like making everybody a bit skill issuing a little bit. So I would still try to do like my checks as efficiently as.
Yep. Rotten Great
Yeah.
Axe on Hoozer's screen here. It's a very good weapon if you had found it early on.
Well, now I don't think he's going to
No, he won't
from
pivot
the
from
Great
anything.
Hammer.
Yep.
It's plus 20. Whatever pushed him off the Alabaster later is still a problem. Now is not the moment to go for element.
And it does
Now,
look
if
like
he
Chris
is,
will be going underground.
yeah, he maybe he gets height first.
He got Rusty Key check, and he knows that Rusty Key was not there, so getting height would be a very bad decision here if he were to go for it.
That's true. That's true. I forgot that that works both ways.
Yeah, and I have tried to drill it into everybody's head that if it's at one place, it won't be at the other, and vice versa. So
Now let's see Helios with the
Is it
Apostle.
white?
Oh, the damage is great. But so is Apostle.
Are you white? No, you're red.
oh,
Okay, he's fighting with style, but getting hit.
big stagger,
Okay.
and he
Fair
misses
enough.
the riposte.
Should be fine. I think he's making up time on
Oh, yeah.
this.
Wow.
Unless he-
I literally
yeah,
just
he
tanked
does
that.
Well, the
think
fact
this
that Hoozer
kind
did
of-
die,
Nope.
even though it was early,
No tornado
he
for you.
still is going to make up time on that.
My R1s have so
Alright,
much poise
first
that you can just
one
tank
dead,
attacks.
But the problem is the second, I would say, compared to Hoozer. Like
Okay.
Hoozer
Check
could
this out,
just
guys.
destroy these guys.
Yep.
Oh, the roar! Roar! A strike damage,
Wow.
apparently.
That does a lot of damage.
The only explanation is that it's full strike.
Fusro da. That's what I'm
Alright.
thinking when I see that.
Look at that.
That
That's
is-
amazing.
I didn't realize how much
I
damage
scream.
that could do.
This is not a hard boss,
There's
which
like 400 weapons in
I
this
want
game. We
hard
cannot
boss.
know everything, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah, no.
Still, this game still surprises me.
All right, we'll go full screen with Hoozer as he enters the Godskin duo fight.
And we'll have a
Exploding
new
jar, leave me
estimation.
alone.
He gets exactly at 201
Mhm.
at Godskin Duel. Well, not exactly, but
251-ish.
Please don't be duo.
mhm.
It's the duo
have to fight him,
watchdog
too.
fight. Hoozer has had massive skill issue on this boss in this arena before. So this will be very interesting to see.
And the damage is great, but not rushable. He's going to die here.
Yeah,
I need Bernie Bingo.
you can't
need
get
Bernie
Bernie
Bingo.
Bingo. You killed Rykard. Sorry, Who's.
Because I don't have darts. And I can't make them fight each
Yeah,
other.
that's another thing. Like all of our players killed Rykard.
Yep.
They cannot get help from Bernie.
Bernie Bingo is no longer an option for help here. This is honestly really good for Helios. I know that Hooser struggles massively on this boss, especially in this arena. Let's get his reaction as he realizes Bernie Bingo is not there.
Where's Bernie's summon sign?
Well, Chris is going underground now. Maybe he has a bit of a chance of catching up with both of them.
It's not
Your
here.
issue here.
Wait. Oh, right, because I
I
killed
mean, and we
Rykard.
still don't know Malekith. We still don't know Gideon. Gideon could be trolled. Like, the arena is not great.
See, and this is honestly a good representation of why you actually need to learn this fight as much as possible without summons, because there were many times in Bingo where I didn't, like at the start, I didn't know where the crystal darts were. And so I just ran into this fight and fought them without the crystal darts multiple times. And I felt like I
It's
got
so
pretty
much
good at this
faster.
fight. It is so much faster. And now that I know where they are, I definitely am using them. But it's nice to know the fight without needing to like have that. But he's doing
Yeah,
really
like-
good here. He's not going to skill issue for as long as he did the last time he did this.
Yeah,
Got a really lucky
he
roll
got
there.
the first one, so
Yep.
now it's just like a matter of being patient.
Yep.
I would read the hit here, yeah.
Yep. I always loop around and get a couple R1s in on that. Chris will be finishing up his fight here soon as Helios enters the midpoint race between Godskin Noble and the start. Or Godskin Duo in the
Okay.
start.
Okay, no smithing stone miners
Okay, so
bell
he got
bearing.
the Somberstone Miner Bell Bearing 4 and 5. So
Yep. Good for Somber users,
whoever
not
get
good for Hooser.
whoever gets Godskin Duo will have a +9 if they want to.
Yep. Troll Sword, is that Somber? I'm not sure about that weapon. Okay.
Yes. He
So
has
that'll
a
be good
+8
for
with this
Helios,
one.
yeah.
He has a +8 already, so it's not going to be as good as it could be.
Mm-hmm.
I think the God Slayer for Chris is 6. So he's going to take the most advantage of it. But I think there's 7, 8 pickups on the way here.
Omen
Oh,
Killer
the
Cleaver.
Omen Killer Cleaver.
Also
Too-
another weapon that you want to see at the beginning.
Too late. Too
Uh,
late for it, yeah.
Helios did not get that grace. It's a very risky play here. I don't think I would ever.
I think he gets the other. He looks at
Yeah.
it and then he gets the other down.
Okay. No, he goes straight for it.
Oh my god.
He has
I
crystal
did
darts.
not see. Oh, he has them.
Oh, this is easy for him. Helios is going to clean... Oh, I should be on big screen. I'm so sorry. Helios is going to clean this fight up without any issue at all.
Yeah, nice, nice. Yeah, go. Get
They're
each other,
They're
guys.
just going to melt each other.
The bingo square.
Yeah, get him.
Mhm.
Get his ass. Yeah. Yeah, go, go, go. Go, Sword.
No, but
Huge moves from Sword.
in the mean...
Gotta distract Sword a little bit. Oh. Okay.
That's absolutely massive
What?
for Helios. Wait, he just...
What was that?
He was about to do the walking sword attack and then just decided, never mind, I'm doing fire. That is funny.
Yeah.
Very, very clutch there for Helios. Doing
Okay.
those extra item pickups really helped him there.
Yeah, he was 7.5 minutes behind. Now he's only 5.
Yeah, he's making up a lot of time on these boss fights. Hooser really needs to pick up the pace here. He is about to enter the Malekith fight. As Chris decides not to go for Regal Moose and instead is going for Valiant Gargs. This will be bad for Chris, sadly.
This is a bad choice, sadly. I think Chris played the best game in the first half,
Yep.
like of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But sadly, he did not get the rewards
Yep.
for it. He did not get the great car or out of like the early mode as well.
Yep.
Didn't help
Oh, hey,
him.
those crystal darts would have been
So-
nice. For the last
It's
fight.
unfortunate.
Who's
Ginger,
is
this is your
unhappy
fault.
about finding crystal darts now?
How dare you give me crystal darts? No, please, no.
Oh, and we got
God,
Rakshasa.
no. Why?
And nobody has a
Oh.
great option.
Mm-mm.
I use this weapon a lot against
Okay, wait, damage is really
NPCs
good though.
in the GLC. I just did what Hooser is doing. R1
Yeah,
spam.
honestly, the R1
It
spam
is good.
is working out really well for him here.
It is good, but I had Shadow Tree. I mean,
Mazu.
yeah, Shadow Tree fragments. I had a lot of Skadoo.
Yup.
He doesn't, and the scaling is cracked on the. Now he's just doing the bird skip.
Who's is actually making quite quick work of this with the R1 spam. Really coming
he
in clutch
probably-
here.
Yeah, it just needs another hit.
Helios really making up a
Oh,
lot of
bye-bye,
time.
Rakshasa.
Cemetery Shade.
Oh, easy.
Is this going to be a one-shot backstab? No. Fight.
Nope, it'll
Very
be 2
heavily
and a charge
scaled.
attack. Do need to be careful with cemetery shades. They can be extremely dangerous.
Oh, yeah. Look at that damage. But he
Alright.
got. Oh. Yeah, he
He
got.
grades it. Helios is, I think, going
And
to
there's
have.
a break room there.
There you go, Chris. All you need to go is do is go to Moog or
Did you run the
Malekith.
seed, Ginger, so we can see the other two? Like now, I believe it's only possible to get a Horaloo now, right?
I
So-
I
Spawner?
can do a quick check on where they are.
Tree Spirit? Rakshasa.
So maybe it's probably like something like Millennia and Horaloo, or maybe Estelle.
Let's see.
Yeah, he's choosing to upgrade now. He's going to have a plus 24 unless he got a.
And
I
Helios
rolled
dies.
Yeah, this is now very hard for
Brutal.
Helios to actually overcome, because this is going
It's
to
fine,
be a
though.
much longer
Yep.
problem.
So great. Oh, he did not get the Malekith Grace.
Exactly.
That is, yeah. I
he
didn't
always
realize
goes
that.
like that. He always goes
Um,
like that.
Just so you guys are aware, the Great Runes are obviously Stormhill by Margit. We've got Unborn was in Elimer, so if somebody had gone Elimer, they would have gotten a quick one. Honestly,
I'm gonna try
that would've
the
been really
ginger
good for
strat
Moose
of
'cause I
getting
think he
behind
was
that
missing
attack,
that.
I think.
Yes.
We've got Radon's was in Stormveil by
Also, I'm gonna get
Godric.
the grace this time.
And then we've got Morgoth's was in Nokron by Regal Ancestor Spirit. Godric's was in Farum by Dragon Lord Placidusax. And then Rykard's was
Oh.
at Malekith. So,
So there was only 5 available.
yep. And then Moog's was obviously Rykard. So, yeah, only 5 available there.
And the worst check of all, probably Elemer, was the one. So there was no way they would not get the same.
Yep. Chris will be getting his 4th Great Rune here. And we do have Hooser going into the Gideon fight. I think we'll go Hooser's reaction first, and then we'll
No, it's
get
Pumpkin Duo.
Chris's reaction to getting his 4th. When he
Pumpkin
gets it.
Duo.
This, honestly, he's going to do massive damage right off the start, which is going to be really good. And then one more should stagger both of them. There it goes. Yeah, I would take out that one first as well, because that one's the more dangerous one. You do have to wait
the
a
one
while.
that I can repost. Very good.
Very, very well done there.
Yeah, now it should be just a finish.
Easy for him. He
Easy,
finished that
very
before
fast.
Chris could finish Rykard. Very impressive there.
So we get a 2-10-30 kill on Gideon.
Helios, as I predicted, is struggling with this Rakshasa. His
Yeah,
weapon
it's not
just
the
is
best.
just not good for
It's
it.
not the best weapon. Yeah, doesn't get the stagger like Hooser could get out of
There we fucking
the
go.
big bonk. Maybe he should try the roar, but I don't know if he has time to do that safely.
Black Steel Great Hammer most certainly go Burr for sure. It has really, really helped.
My
Hooser
folks
in
versus
this.
yours, buddy.
And it's
Um,
fine. It's funny because it took so long for him to actually commit to.
Yep.
Is it like a drag? Maybe it's slow, but is there like Borealis or a dragon at the end that keeps flying off, and this is just going to turn into a complete RNG fest? You.
We got a Knight's Cav from the looks of it. Yep.
Another good news for Hooser.
Yeah.
Not a bad boss. Easy.
We will switch to Helios until he
Dude,
beats
again?
this. Until Hooser beats it. Oh no, Helios! Oh my
Oh
god!
my god!
One health and a
If I didn't have the
dream.
rune arc, I would have died
Out
there.
stab to check ER2. That was a no death.
Okay.
Let's see. Should
6
get it
flasks
now.
for whatever phase 2 is
Got
should be
it.
fine.
Now, second.
Knowing, nope.
And
Nice.
Gideon all
Oh my
trolling.
god. The first troll. The first Elden troll. The all spammer.
Gideon the
It just
oh, and
sli-
he makes easy
Bye-bye,
work
Shane.
of him by just
Just
reading
kept-
the attacks.
Just kept the pressure. And now it's only final boss for Hooser.
Yep.
And it's not
Hooser's
going to matter
Holy
because
hell.
we know that the in-game
RAR
time of
is
both of
almost
them
900. It will be almost 1,000
bigger,
with
so-
Crag.
as long as it just finishes this fight, he wins.
Yep. If he does not skill issue, he wins it. He'd have to have a massive skill issue here on the final boss to lose this. This is his game to lose for sure.
Mimic
Disgusting.
here.
Why'd I give my Mimic such an OP weapon?
Now, the only way to lose is lose to yourself.
Yep. The final boss is yourself in the end.
The power of Bonk is just too much.
It's just too much.
The problem is, like you're experience a little bit of it as well. The Mimic is
Mhm.
getting a few hits.
So honestly, with it being the Radigan fight, he could have very easily saved and quit out, took his weapon off, and then went into the fight again right in the beginning, but it still worked out well
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah, it should not matter if the second one is an easy boss. And it's another troll.
Another troll. Lots of troll bosses this game.
But this is I cannot see Hooser
No,
dying to
he
it.
if he
It's
he won't.
impossible at this point. So he's going to advance with serious challenges to the bracket of the winners.
Yup. Unless somehow he actually skill issues here. But he'd have to skill
I
issue for
don't even
quite a
know
while.
how much, yeah. I don't even know if that's possible. Like,
He is having trouble getting hits right now.
yeah, but the damage is great.
Yeah, the damage is just too good. I'm surprised he's not using his Dragon Wound grease or Frost grease or something, because he has a lot of greases
Big
that he
deal.
just
Give me your-
has
do a good
slept
move.
on this entire
Crack
match.
Blade even.
Yep, Cragblade, anything
active.
really.
Alright, that works.
Well, now it is.
It's over.
Joe
I
Over
actually,
Yeah.
I genuinely don't believe I'm about to win. I genuinely do not believe it.
Not quite,
Well,
it's too
believe it or
little
not,
bit.
Who's you
And
are
there.
today's winner. Congrats to Who's. We'll let him finish this out, and then we'll go ahead
Not
and pull
gonna
them
quit out,
all in
whatever.
for a post-match.
If I lose by 2 seconds
questions
because they
and
didn't
stuff.
quit out, then fuck
GG's.
you, loser.
Not
Cheater.
even really happy.
Did I actually win? I don't believe that.
GG to Who's.
GG's, yeah.
All right, we are going to go ahead and undeafen the players here. GG's Hooser, you are
Did I
today's
actually
winner, my
win?
friend.
Oh, I actually won.
Yep.
Okay.
Guys, the game is over. Chris, Helios, you guys played very well. That was a tough seed
GGs.
for all of you guys.
Dude,
Yeah.
that seed was. I had to play that seed so weird.
It was a lot of fun to
Jeez.
watch, though.
Bruh, I thought I was cooked because I forgot about Radon.
Yup, I was surprised it took you so long to go to Radon.
Dude, I literally just forgot. I was about to go to sewers. I was about to go to Cap Sewers before Radon because I literally just
Yo,
forgot.
Helios, where are you right now, man?
Just killed Gideon.
Fair enough.
So,
GGs.
Chris,
one?
Chris, you played an excellent game, especially in the beginning, my friend. Your fight against Bale was just absolutely beautiful with an unwieldable
Yes.
weapon. You Hooser saw Bale and immediately dipped out for like a good 15-20 minutes. Went
Yeah.
back and then dipped out again. You went in there with an unwieldable weapon right at the start and killed it instantly, and it was just a beautiful fight. Very well done on you, Chris.
Wait,
you
where was Bale?
Bell was
Makar.
Precipice, which I'm surprised that you
Ah,
just never went through, but
right.
it kind of worked out for you in this situation. But yeah, Chris, I think struggling on Moog really just kind of put you under for a while, sadly.
Also forgetting about
I don't know why, dude.
Stormveil.
I just had
Mhm.
the worst. I just felt I don't know why. I just got really bad RNG and played really shit at Moog for some reason. Got stuck there for like 15 minutes. It was wild.
So what
was
was
cursed.
your thought process on not going to Moog for so long, or Stormveil for so long?
I was like, usually, usually I like to do everything because Stormveil is usually something you do. I usually do Stormveil after I'm done with Morgott, right? So that's why I was saving it.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Hooser, what was your thoughts on the seed in general with the great room placements and everything? How do you feel about your win today? Who's you are muted.
Yeah, sorry, I was talking to chat.
Okay.
Well, you answered. My bad. My bad. Did you ask a question? Sorry.
Yeah, I asked you, what are your thoughts on your win today and great room placement? Just your overall thoughts on the map.
I mean, in the end, I guess I played okay. Like 215 on a seed like that really isn't that bad. I mean, honestly, like, I don't know. I just have a lot of respect for like Chris and Helios. So I think you heard me. Like, I really didn't like, even when I finished, I was like, there's no way. Like, I actually won. Like, Helios is definitely like faster times. I'm like, took a break or something. Like, I don't know. Because I don't know. Like, I hold them in really high respect, but I'm very happy to like get the win. I just,
Yeah, we
Yeah, I
listened to
mean,
you at in
yeah.
the end, and you were very surprised at the fact that you were winning, and like we're dead set on not actually being the winner. But you were 7.5 minutes ahead of Helios heading into Mountaintops. Helios did make up a lot of time on you on the Fire Giant fight and the Godskin duo fight. But then he
On
struggled
yeah.
on Malekith for a little while, and he chose not to get the grace before Malekith and died to Rakshasa. So that really set him back on all that time that he had gained on you.
Dude, the one thing that just set me off on tilt for the entire game was because I pivoted off Bale and did early Renala, and then I killed the duo, and then I killed all the imps, and then I got one shot by the damn watchdog, and I was just so pissed for the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And, like, I don't know.
it's
Yeah.
definitely rough, but in situations like that, it's best to just get your head back into the game and
Yeah. I mean, I felt like I played well. Like, I don't think I like played especially like crap. I don't know. Like I said, I hold Helios and Chris in like very high regard. So I was like, obviously like survive in advance, very happy to get the win. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like if we play this and we do it 9 times or whatever, or 10 times, if I play like this 9 times, like Helios or Chris beat me because they're fantastic players. I feel like today I was lucky enough to get the win. And yeah, very happy about it.
I think there were two things that actually contributed a lot for your win. The first one was I think you ended up like getting the best upgraded weapon at the point of like mid game.
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
like everybody was running, basically saved you. in a couple of situations. And
Yeah.
but the main thing was the strategy. Like as soon as you noticed that Bale was not going to happen, and also that Renala was a problem, you pivoted to inside like Stormveil, and that like ended up being the right play, not only
Yeah.
for the great runes, but getting the. It almost
Yeah.
beat you because then you didn't do Radon for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first I genuinely just like I always do Radon as my first shard bearer, right? So I genuinely just forgot. Because I normally do Makar into Radon and um yeah, like I did think when I saw Bale that might be like advantageous to me, right? Just knowing that like okay, pivot out because regardless whether you get it or not, it's gonna be a really long fight, right? And I noticed I had full deck this at some point. Obviously, I went back and killed Bale later. Um, but I did think that would be advantageous, but just there was nothing like no one individual thing that was like super sloppy. I just I felt like every fight I just like died once in like um
Moog as gold free, you die, I think,
Yeah.
but
yeah, Moog as
that was the
Goldfree
biggest
trolled
choke point for you.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
it
think
trolled the
boss
shit out of
wise.
me. Yeah, I died to him twice because the first time he like flew straight into the corner and came straight down and I was not expecting him.
Yep. I
And
noticed
then
the
I
shock on
got
your face when that happened to you.
and then the second time he did the attack where it like he like stabs into the ground and then explodes and I like missed a roll or something happened on the stab into the ground and I like face planted had like the face plant animation so I was like oh like I'm fine just like iframe it right like just stay on the ground and then he'll explode and you'll
Oh,
dodge the explosion and it killed me.
yeah, that does
Yeah.
not work.
For sure, Chris.
um but yeah, I mean obviously like I'm very 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 happy and like a ton of respect to like Helios and Chris. I feel like they're amazing players and I'm just happy, really happy to
Okay, yeah,
to
there's
to get the win today.
Eevee
Cuz
evolves into Umbreon, but
I
Eevee
feel like anyone could have
also
won this
there's
one.
a different Pokemon
Um
like
even like
Sylveon,
even going in,
Flareon,
I think
Jolteon,
Helios is,
Vaporeon,
incredibly
Leafeon,
fast and
Glaceon,
especially when this seed
and
wasn't
Espeon.
like on my main line that
That's
I
all.
normally take, I thought I was cooked because I feel like Helios is honestly faster than me in general, but like I have just done a bit more rando, especially with these settings, and like I have a route that I have very dialed in. And so when I had to go against my route, I was like, I might be screwed here.
Yeah,
Either way,
I have one final question though.
yeah, go ahead.
Why didn't you pivot to Alabaster? Were you missing? Like, I didn't see if you're missing
I couldn't have a
specific.
four. I couldn't find a four. I didn't have a four. And honestly, the damage on Black Steel Great Hammer is really good.
Yeah.
Like Alabaster may or may not be better. Like it's arguable, but I mean, literally at the end, going into final boss after Crackblade was applied, like my AR was over 950. Like it was stupid.
Mhm. Yeah,
And
but it was funny because
like,
Elemer had a great rune.
Yep.
oh really?
If you had gone
Yeah.
to Elmer to get that, that would have been
Yeah.
very good for you. But either way,
I thought about it before going to Underground. Like I felt like I was behind, and I thought about just doing like off meta checks, like just going for like sewers or Elemer or something, rather than just going underground. Because I really did feel like I was probably behind. Just because I like again I just have an immense amount of respect for Helios and Chris. I'm glad I didn't go off meta because obviously I probably would have lost. But it worked out.
interesting notion for you. You were like in game time 2 minutes ahead of behind Helios, but you guys were heading to your final Great Rune checks at the same time. He had already done Underground and was going Volcano Manor as you were going Underground.
Yeah.
But your bosses going underground were easier than his in Volcano Manor. He did
Yeah.
die once to Putrescent, and then I think he first tried the right card fight, but he
Dude,
chose
I gotta
Tanith
talk
first.
to you. Like, what the hell, man? 3 out of the last 10 seeds I've played have had Putrescent in Nobles Arena.
Dude, I'm
Like,
telling
I
you,
don't know. I don't
I
know. I don't know if it's your settings or the fifth mat or what, but like, can you like? I hate that boss in that arena. It's horrific. Like literally when he does the like the fire attack, I'm literally just randomly jumping and praying that fire doesn't land on me. Like
I mean,
it's so horrific.
you fought it really well. You and Chris both first tried it. Helios did die once, but overall, you fought the fight really, really well.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, the practice paid off.
I know Chris was very happy here to see a few of the DLC bosses, and it did pay off for him in some of the fights. But sadly, I think his biggest issue was struggling on Moog for so long.
Yeah.
His weapon
And-
just wasn't micro staggering them like yours was.
Yeah. Yeah, the bosses, other than I hate the Watchdogs, like the Watchdog duo and the Watchdog with the imp, like I hate them so much.
You did so much
Um,
better on the Watchdog duo fight this time in the Godskin duo arena than you
Yeah.
did the first time you encountered them, because I remember you were
Yeah.
stuck on them for a good 15 minutes.
Well, I had a strike weapon and my AR was
Yep.
stupid.
Yep.
Like that
Yeah,
was
you-
like that was why. And also like I had Crag Blade, so just like 3 jump R2 staggered, right?
Yep.
So I just did jump R2, jump R2, jump R2, got the riposte, and then I think it was just one more jump R2 to kill the first one. So like
Mhm.
the damage and everything was there. And like I think you saw like I tried to summon Bernal, but I think because I'd killed Rykard,
Yep.
he wasn't there. So
Yep,
then
if
I
you kill
realized
Rykard,
it.
he's
Like
not there.
yeah, I even quit out like in front of the door. I was like, why isn't the summon sign here? Yeah. But yeah, I mean overall, and like I said, I'm just like I'm happy, and just like especially just because like I really do have a ton of respect for Chris and Helios, and
Yep.
you know,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah. Helios, how do you feel about the seed and your performance today?
Well, I don't know why, but I was really stressed the entire match. I thought I was behind, like, ever since, like, the 20-minute mark. Well, I liked that I had to fight a lot of bosses, though.
Yeah.
Like, that part was fun. Because
Um,
normally, like, or recently at least, it's all been, like, main path, and then a double grade rune into one of the shard bearers, and then you just go, right?
Yep.
But this one was good. I liked it.
Yeah, your performance was very well, especially the Moog at Gold Free replacement. You, I think, only got hit one time, and we were all just commenting on how extremely skillful your fight was against him.
Thank you.
Yeah, and especially on that type of a seed, right? I just
Mhm.
like Helios is so damn good at like boss execution.
Oh,
and
for
especially
sure.
like
His boss execution was very, very well done.
yeah,
What really killed me was having, like, no upgrades for the longest time.
Yeah.
Like,
what weapon did you guys use?
at the
God
end I had
Slayer's
Troll Knight
Greatsword.
Sword. Okay.
I kind of assumed everyone used. Honestly, I only use Blacksteel Greathammer because of Rambler, but because
I used
Rambler
Black
says
Steel
I'm
Yeah.
a big
beginning,
proprietor
and
of
then
that
I
weapon as
didn't have a
well.
4.
Where
It is-
was
it is
Black
amazing.
Steel?
You're in a merchant.
Yeah.
Yeah, the problem with it was that
Barb.
I think I made it. Another error that I made in hindsight was like I didn't get the faith, which like damage wise I didn't really need the faith, but my stamina was horrific.
Mm-hmm.
And
Like
the
the
crack
extra.
blade wasn't working.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
Cragblade was not working for you, so it definitely not having that definitely did hurt you in the beginning.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
were struggling for a good little while, but you pulled it back and you ended up clutching the win.
Yeah.
So very well done.
Yeah,
Um,
it was just frustrating too because it was one of those things where like I knew I had upgrades and stuff, and like once I got online, I could do it, and I just could like I'd be cooking, but I just could not find like it was a very rune hungry build, and I just could not find the money.
So, interesting notion for you guys here at the start. Helios actually had a massive, massive, massive advantage on everybody in the early game because he found 2 remembrances
Yeah.
before either of you had even found one. Hooser, I don't think you found your first remembrance until you finally went to Radon. But
Yeah, I didn't find remembrances
Yeah.
until way too late,
Yep.
and they would have helped me a lot because like at one like I couldn't even afford to upgrade my weapon, let alone get the faith. Like I upgraded it for the
Mhm.
first time, and I could only get it like +6.
Yep. Chris, how do you feel about the match and your performance today?
Honestly, the worst thing that happened to me, as you mentioned, was Moog. It was extremely frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
Dying to the boss over and over again.
Dude.
But I also feel like a bit of my execution could be better. Like the material, I really should have gotten that boss fight first try.
You greeted the bubbles to try to get the stagger, and it just kind of threw you off from there because you had the fight down pat. You were doing it just expertly, and then those bubbles blew up, or like she summoned those bubbles, and you were greeting super
think-
hard on it to try to get that stagger.
I think I was just like in a really bad spot when she used her desperation move, right? And it just shredded me at the very end.
Yep.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I
Yeah,
just
honestly, it was
realized
just the
also-
Moog incident.
I
should
just
probably
realized.
my camera for next time, shouldn't I?
I made sure it still
Okay.
had you well in frame, so
Yeah.
it was good.
I just realized not checking this one graveyard cost me the game.
What graveyard?
The one like between Southgate, or the one between Academy Key and DG. It had the last
Yeah.
smithing 4 I needed, and I would
Yep.
have gotten plus 18 much
Well, yeah,
earlier.
we just had the opposite problem because I didn't have you didn't have money, or you had money but no upgrades, and I had
Yep.
upgrades but no money.
Yep. It was very interesting to see everybody's routing just really different from each other's and how you all played it. But I think every single one of you guys played extremely well. It was a very, very fun matchup to watch.
Yeah,
but yeah.
this was the wackiest routing I've had in like a very long time. like the way like everything was on the fly, like because my normal route just got completely eviscerated by Bale. And yeah.
Yep. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming out today. You all did amazing. Rambler, thank you for your commentary. It was very nice having you on stream today.
Been a pleasure.
Hooser, Chris, are either of you guys going to still continue streaming or?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay live. I'm gonna be just like killing time a little bit. We got a bingo match at 4.
Okay.
So it's Aggro versus Snowy. They're good friends, so it's a rivalry match,
Good
and
one.
I will be joined by Sean.
Awesome.
So yeah, looking forward to that.
So if
but
you
yeah,
guys,
I'll have to clean the face paint off
Yeah.
and everything. Put my suit on.
if you guys want a
Yeah.
different type of commentary with a different type of way to play the Elden Ring, Hooser will be commentating a bingo match. He's doing a beginner league tournament for some bingo, and there's a lot of really good players in there. So if you guys want to see some bingo, please check out Hooser. Guys, if you want to see some great gameplay and just really awesome person, check out Helios. And same with Chris. If you guys want to see some wonderful gameplay, awesome person, just great personality, check out Chris Crass as well.
Sub to Chris Cross on YouTube. He's the most underrated
Yes.
YouTube in Elden Ring.
Yes, he also has an amazing YouTube channel. Please go consider checking it out. You can find all the details on his stream there. I did have a shout out for all 3 competitors and for Rambler as well. So if you guys can please check out the 4 of them. They are great content creators, wonderful people. I highly implore you to go give them a follow. And yeah, thank you guys for match number 2 of Rando-Ring Tournament Week 2. We will have the 3rd and final match coming up on Monday at 9 a.m. Or 12 p.m. Eastern time. So if you guys want to go and check those out as well, there will be another great matchup, and I'm looking forward to that one as well. Yeah,
Amazing.
we will go ahead and call it. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I appreciate every single one of you.
Yeah, I'll see you guys all later. Peace
Alright.
out. Peace out.
Peace.
Peace out. GG's, everyone. Have a great
GG's.
rest of your days. GG's.
All right, and then we are going to go ahead over to this main screen. I'm going to put it here, and then we are going to go ahead and probably raid Dehooser, the winner of today. He played a fantastic match. He wasn't sure if he was going to win it, but he did. So I feel very comfortable going and giving him a nice raid because he deserves it. If you guys can pretty please copy the raid tag, I would greatly appreciate it. And I hope that you guys enjoyed Rando-Ring match number 2 of week 2 in this. I very much enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. Thank you all the viewers who came out today to show love and support. I really appreciate every single one of you guys. And yeah, let's go ahead, and I need to come here one moment. Let me go ahead and pull up that raid. I am all spiffy. I wore my nicest shirt. This is my nicest shirt. It's not a tux like Hooser has, but it is a very nice shirt. This shirt was very expensive when I bought it. Thank you, Arado, for the 100 biddies of the penis. Dander, thank you. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I hope you all know that. Beatus where? Damn, got me all excited. Oh my god, you guys are fantastic. Guys, again, that was the end of today's matchup. The end of today's stream. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. We will see you guys again on Monday. I don't normally stream on Mondays, but that was the only time that these guys were able to get a match scheduled. So we will have a match on Monday, 12 p.m. Eastern time. So I will see you guys there. You guys all have a fantastic and wonderful rest of your day. You know that I love you all, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!